He's coming.
Here.
It's coming. It's coming.
By the youth.
It's coming not just to Ghana, West Africa, all over. If we don't do something, if we don't give them hope, that's why I'm going back to the schools.
Speak to them.
And I'm engaging the youth again. Because if we don't give them hope and a sense of direction, the most dangerous thing in life is to fight somebody who has nothing to lose. They don't have wives, they don't have children, they don't have cars, they don't have lands, they have no hope, nothing to live for. They don't mind dying.
So our politics is treading on dangerous grounds.
It is. Africa. Because I see it everywhere. And it's very scary and very worrying. That
will the wind start from Ghana?
I don't know, but it's coming to West Africa.
After 2020?
Yeah, after 2020 going, 2021, 2022, 3, 4 going, if something don't change to give the youth hope, I'm telling you, and I'm speaking.
You think this 25-year plan will work?
It will work if only our leaders, especially former presidents and the leaders of today, will come together and say, hey, let's take hold of our country. Let's do something, because this party politics, as much as it's democracy and it works, we have to do it in the context of what works with our tradition. You know, and if we don't look at it carefully, it will create an atmosphere that the countries of Africa will become very difficult to govern.
Oh my God.
Mungu ni nani? Mungu ni nani, bro?
The current situation in GK International Airport. Look how overcrowded people are. They are flying out of the country. I think the protests are affected.
Stealing too much. These kids out here, they know everything.
They know your houses. They know where your kids go to school. They know which properties of land you have. Why must somebody have 4 million acres of land to his name? What happened to our mentality? Then we pretend and run to churches talking about Christianity, how Jesus... Do you understand what you are dealing with? The people out here don't even believe in God anymore. The people out here are tired of the lies, the religious organizations. And I have to say this, I'm a Catholic. I was so happy I saw the Papal Nuncio talk about the issues of a country. Let us forget that we can run this country as tribes. Let us accept that there is a new sheriff in town. That sheriff is the GNC. They are partyless, they are tribeless, they don't have money, they just have bundles and a phone.
Are demonstrating for their rights. They're demonstrating with flags and banners. I can't even see anymore. They're being tear gassed. They're being tear gassed.
We shall not be intimidated. This is our nation. We have to repeal the this nation. We shall not be intimidated.
Larry, you carry on. You do what you need to do to stay safe. I'm just going to explain to the viewers that we're watching there, Larry.
Thank you very much, Speaker. As the only visually impaired senator in the House, it was difficult for me to know if I would catch your eye, but I'm glad that I have. And I thank you for the opportunity to also, with some of my colleagues, oppose this motion. Mr. Speaker, I've heard a colleague use the book of Nehemiah to prosecute her support of this motion. But what exactly did Nehemiah say when he was urged to retreat? What was Nehemiah's decision when people were trying to distract him from his work? Mr. Speaker, Nehemiah said, I am doing a good work and I cannot come down. And that's what Gen Z are also saying to the executive and to members of parliament, that they are doing a good work, standing up, speaking for themselves and for their colleague young men and women who are out in the streets, Mr. Speaker, and they cannot come down. And neither should we in this Senate. How can we go on a recess? Why are we going on a recess? We have just come from a 3-week recess period, Speaker. Why do we need 2 more weeks to reflect? This is a house of reflection, and we have to do it while we're sitting in these seats and when we're speaking in these microphones. That's what we're here to do. Parliament stands to represent its people. Parliament, Mr. Speaker, does not close to run away from its people. I want to urge and persuade those who have not spoken yet to also concur in opposing this motion, not because of disrespect, but because of respect for the young men and women who have lost lives, who are now muted because they cannot speak due to yesterday's horrifying scenes. We can't go home. Are we trying to say that renovations of windows and offices are more important than speaking for bloodshed and lives lost yesterday? We cannot, Mr. Speaker. And I, as a young person, as the first young person speaking to this motion, as a youth in this House, I am speaking for the youth who are outside of this House. We cannot go on a recess. It is wrong, and it would be completely insensitive to do so. Mr. Speaker, darkness fears democracy. I rarely wake up in the morning wishing for my eyesight to be restored. but what a sight to be able to behold. This last week had me aching with desire to see my fellow youth in the most spectacular display of patriotism, camaraderie, and putting up a first-rate masterclass on demanding that governments be held to account for the entire world to see. And yes, they have seen. But unity, Mr. Speaker, has been violently gunned down in the streets, not by men, but by monsters who have no concern for human life. Although this government has demonstrated that lifeless Kenyan bodies are not to take precedence over their punitive finance bill, young Kenyans have looked their oppressor dead in the eye and shown them that when it comes down to the wire, there are only two times to be brave: when you feel like it and when you don't. My profound disappointment with the current government and its forceful assault on crowds of innocent youth, Speaker, by its nefarious police officers who have gone rogue on unarmed young citizens peacefully exercising their constitutional right towards an uncaring, a corrupt, and wasteful government in their eyes that has turned its back on them cannot be emphasized enough, Speaker.
And as I committed last Sunday, I will be proposing an engagement with the young people of our nation, our sons and daughters, for us to listen to them. As I said on Sunday, listen to their views, listen to their proposals, their ideas, their concerns, and what they think we should do better as we go forward.
And distribute it go to the rest of the world. And today, we do not have the premium quality cocoa in the world because people have actually mined. Please hold this. People have mined. They have destroyed the rivers, and now human beings, Ghanaian citizens who cannot speak, who are not in a crowd, so we will do it for them. How? They are consistently drinking water which is polluted with minerals, water which is sorry, I beg your pardon. Water which is polluted with chemicals, cyanide, lead, mercury, all sorts of things which do harmful and evil things to the human body. And we are here with politicians in power acting like they do not know what they are doing. But I tell them now, we are not timorous souls. We are not timorous souls. We will face them. We will remove them. They had better stop it now. Talking about politics, the president was present.
These men go and cut those in the Galamsey. Look at all around you. They are well armed and prepared for protesters. If you have power, if you have the law on your side, go to the bush and end the Galamsey. Our rivers are bleeding, our streams are bleeding, our swords are bleeding. If they are lost, why can't the laws deal with the Galamseyers? And who are those people on Galamsey? Until when Ghana will we arise to import water, to import food? Even cocoa production has reduced by 50%. The EU is telling us that our cocoa is being poisoned. So very soon, if we don't stop Galamsey, they will not stop importing cocoa from Ghana. Meanwhile, the debt to GDP is low. You have overborrowed. For Galamsey, we shall not stop. You are stealing our money, you are stealing our state assets, you are doing everything. But for Galamsey, we shall not die because of you. If we shall die for the next generation. And Galamsey, be their citizens. So, boy!
Bring a citizen! Tell your partners! Tell your mothers! Bring a citizen! The teachers! The other judges! The lawyers! Okay, let's keep on. Just a few meters away from here. You are going there. Our brothers are locked behind. You are going to visit them. It is unlawful. We have a lawyer in our presence. Let's give our address Everyone must be proud to be a part of history today. Amen. The reason is that we have sent a message. Yes. We never be silent in this country. No. That any silence strong voices can never succeed in this country. No. Yeah, man. To our brothers in those cells. Yes. We tell them that even murderers are granted bail. Yes. How much more misdemeanor offenses? Yes. So today, if you are here today, be proud of yourself. Be proud. Tell them. A common message that the government must declare a state of emergency. Yes. And ban mining. Yes. Over water bodies. Yes. An act of demonstration. Yes. Is an act of self-defense for a nation. Yes. And to all of you, we say, end Galamsey now and release our brothers now. Everybody. Association International School again. Help us to resist oppressors who rebel away and fight forevermore. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to oppose them and make a nation strong. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to oppose them and make the nation strong. Adi Yakuma Adifo Ma Omai Obinum Eye Ejuma Gold Nebano. I didn't try to say yet some of us young smuggle young Sago no Etutomawo. Musa Sanyamanu Sasikana Ebeko Shanu Sano Ebe create inflation ama Yanina Anamuamu I hope what I'm hearing is false. Sir, police, when they are looking up to some of you policemen, some of you are even partaking in this nonsense. I stand up. Martin said, NDC for Chishambophobia, said Bencha, Geshem, Bencha, mining, and Timbophobia at Yesi, Papaso, or NDC for Nabayasano.
abesi benja geshema misebe baby ebeni yawaha and Wallace abeti nkrofo wa ha otwa be ma onam geshenti ene nyame adom Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Odini Wasani this year Obi Akani campaign team sir me here or here mining communities to no me so me did say here there no bano ana here there no bano ana to boy
who said we are winning the seats in the mining areas. So they decided to go and import foreigners. No one know about no man can't show say munko in Renewable, na munko to go do, or some munko so no na munko to. Na mo refi mo hwana the whole year. In so I a problem da. Enya 1 month here na started. Eye obi na opese anka omo ye na anka ye di speed. Nanka ya court, nanka ya stop it, galam say for, nanka ya lose your seat. Yes, stop you, amuna. Yes, stop you, amuchina. Now, I'm confirm with TV for na call. Now, I'm one crowd for car, and a galam say, na galam say, ye tunu wakra. In so no wakra. Amombra, come and say, may demonstration, and come by steady.
It's a person first and foremost, meaning I'm going to choose. We are not against mining. Rather, we want to support you to mine. Sisi Ayekasi, offer Operation Vanguard, Operation Hot, Operation Gallup Stop. Jabaino, yes, sisi the stop war. The stop war. Stop war. Yeah, the person who you are not here say. The son said, you person. Mine we and Untina Jacase, maybe I will hear mine piano. You want Cadesta, fine. No, I letter to show. No, they are my MC. I a friend of they will committee there from district mining committee. Oh, good, no, that's what you never said. Or you should get it. 2 months to give, but 2 control work, why are they here? And Shank appears on go away, no good of Amazon. Oh, yes. So, petrol or bad petrol. Any cassette, authority of the age was a natural, Jeffrey said. You don't know where you get a moment to have, or also hearing a guy, you know. I said, but they wouldn't have to say, oh, boy, I saw the people say, or you still get it. 2 months to give, but 2 control work, why are they here? And Shank appears on go away, no good of Amazon. What's it, Yomo? What do you want with Jina courts? At the Omoko prison. And then make us say, your mother will be at that prison. Say, Omuya Galam Senti. And so, you're watching China Niba. Ah, no, you're Galam Say Queen. Oh, no, dear, more of an uncle Jina court, and for an uncle too. Most on there, Uncle Nicrom. And I'm going down the free or home. And so, you're mad yet, Omoda, if you are said. As you, you're bad. Omochi or Mogalam say no. Oma tuo mumu yabema omo amnesty no mo saba ezu mi ojidi se emrebia omo fomye omo enu omo ho enti yebe yi omo na yama omo another chance. If we say yabe yen hihia ebema enyoma ayeye. Ye yimu yenkoye senya ye absese se woka party bi ho anaasɛ wonye nipa bi ɛne galamsey no yɛmpene ma wo yɛ wode kɔtrans na komku na yɛ party for DC mu ɛne ho ahwa no ɔmo de galamsey no ɔmo apene ma ɔmo yɛ ezu na ne ya ne sɛ obi excavator yaje na ide nkɔmɔ obi foforo na on the odi 2 gold na odi ote ho ente me se me ba excavators ayaje free crofo yin na ya beje omo ade ne asa ade ama omo ezu yawa university of Takwa your friend University of Mines and Technology umat omo kire your school for no send your mining ne kwan so send be ya obi empra anase obi anhre ne kwan enti ye ba district bia ye be bie ejuma a ye de sa school for yi a omo University of Mines obi owo concession bia o ha ya de ombe ka mo ho no ma kire mo kwan ya mo de be ya mining no send be ya obi anhre ne kwan na se obi empra ezu na mutu sika kokko ni wie mutu go ni wie a ombe kire mo say na mo be piapia anua no akatakata so fefefe na yeduadua ndua egu so say na be ya asase no ebe ye yie biu ezu
will I still give amnesty to people convicted for galamsey? And my answer is yes. Because those who are in prison for galamsey are not the actual perpetrators of galamsey. The big kingpins are not in prison. Those who are in prison are the small boys that they employ to work on their galamsey concessions. And so they are victims of circumstances. And so if we are coming with a new fight against galamsey, let's start by giving them amnesty. Let's bring them out, reform them, and do the things that will make them not go and do what they've done again. If it's somebody must be in prison, it's those district chief executives and ministers and others who are doing the galamsey, not the people they are employing.
Almost no more. Aaron. It is true. It is true.
Why they see number?
People think it's a lie. Look, it ridicules me a lot. Okay, when you live here, look, this is the water after coming from farm. They fetch, they drink. Hey, yes, I'm coming. They put alloy in it. So that it will settle the debt. It will settle. And they Alon, you know Alon. It will like that alloy. So it is true. That is what they use. I mean, just to. I didn't power. I mean, can you come on? And thanks.
Do a lot. Great job.
God bless you. I respect what you done. So, son of Mokan, we ensure that we are. Sabi, I say, Lipton, Lipton. Yeah.
Where they coming from?
Oh, that's fine. It's when you drink.
Why not those who go to farm?
Give this what we drink.
Because farm.
Because there is no one. Here we drink. This is water. The whole river. It's like a stream. This is sad. It's a whole river. It's a whole river. Lipton. See the face. Sometimes you put it there. If the down, it go down small before you drink. But as soon as you are drinking slowly, before the under cannot go ahead. You see, we are suffering. We are suffering. No matter. Let's say, so many baby. No. Who is the
I don't have to say it hasn't been beaten. It's valid already.
This is Enchi Asankrigwa Road. This road used to be one of the best roads in Ghana, well constructed by a Chinese company paid by the government of Ghana from the taxpayers' money. Unfortunately, Galamisayers, illegal gold miners, and sometimes even those with license, have mined underneath. And now we see this costly road, well-built road, caved in. Unfortunately, the paramount chief of the area of Enchi and Asankrigwa pass here every now and then. Ministers pass here every now and then. Our political leaders pass here every now and then. And nothing has been done. No arrest has been caused of those who are perpetrating this. This is our country. So what are we doing about this? And still the miners are mining. They are continuing. We can look at the concrete walls that were put there as fenders, or the fenders to block in case a car veered by side. Look at them. They have all been pulled down. They have all broken and fallen apart. Where I'm standing now is a cave. It looks like an earthquake, but excuse me, that is not an earthquake. There is no earth tremor here in this area. This is a tremor caused by Galamsey. And you can see over there where they have dug and come underneath. The ponds are there. They have dug and left them unfilled. Just behind the green, if you see some yellowish color there, these are all ponds left unfilled. And from that side, they have come underneath. Very soon, these people will be cut off. Very soon, there will be no road. And unfortunately, as I've said, people are passing here. The leaders of our countries are passing here. The leaders of our traditional area are passing here. And still, Galamsey illegal mining is going on. Oh, Ghana, what are we doing?
Penimubia or Shagalamsey, God will kill him. I can't catch him. Yeah, may boss me book quotation. Maybe can be been work as so dear. Me book quotation. I send be a make the quotation better actually. The be at the could be a quotation would defend itself. Yeah. The Lord said, I will kill her children with death. Iti Galamsey for the name some penny for Ghana and a Galamsey they fund the party. Nyami be kumuna. Yeah. Because you don't care about people. People are dying from cancers, leukemia, kidney failures, and you don't care. God will let you taste death the way you wish for other people. Greedy people. Yeah, the Bible said, I will kill her children. And
what is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education,
your health, and your business. Number 2, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame.
If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. Inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
Government is broke, government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are 2 types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Right, hello, good morning and welcome to the show. This is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. It's a Friday, the 4th day of October 2024. By His grace, we're alive and we're here with yet another edition of the show. Our gratitude to go to Most High God for the rare privilege of being alive and, of course, the opportunity of having another conversation around the top stories making the rounds here in our dear Republic. I'll let you into our panel for the morning's conversation shortly, but let's take a look at the front page of our newspapers. Daily Graphic. Motorway street lights vanish. KNUST UEW UGBS for tertiary business sense challenge final. Blame prosecutors for delayed Galamsey cases. Chief Justice. ADB wins big at CIMG customer satisfaction event. Eurobond investors forgive Ghana $5 billion debt. The Ghanaian Times. Anti-Galamsey. Demo hits Accra. As protesters begin 3-day march in city. Hold local authorities and chiefs, others responsible for surge in Galamsey, Dr. Mantiao. Ghana confirms first case of Mpox. 32 Democracy Hub protesters sue IGP and AG over human rights violations. Daily Guide. Nana mocks Mahama over number 8. Ghana Health Service recalls Mpox case. Ghana completes Eurobond debt exchange. Wolumo, Osikan Penuku II restrained. Ajemen Sankosa gifts 50 motorbikes to Bono NPP. New Weekend Crusading Guide. Agode Kekpando pontoon breaks down. Food security under threat as residents travel on Volta Lake on canoes amidst dangerous weather pattern. UCC, UDS, and UEW run 91 unaccredited study centers. GTech warns applicants who pursue programs at these centers to do so at their own risk. What about sanctioning these 3 universities? Martin Ajemen Sankosa donates motorbikes and cash to Bono Eastern PP. Alan's GTP is a solution Ghana needs. Otunfo. Ablekuma South electorates fall for Teacher Ago to win 7 December parliamentary seat for NPP. The Insight. Economic hardships. Ex-minister dissents on government over increasing utility tariffs. VRA senior staff warned government of attempts to dismember the power authority. Adentan Chief Imam congratulates Dr. Tamim on his appointment as Mufti of Adenta. Skillsman Junior Tornado urges support for Abamat FC and Teshi United Beach Soccer Premier Division. Uncovered how Israeli military firm is protecting DR Congo's Tshisekedi. The Informer. Abo Mante family appeals to government over regularization of Ajay Kojo lands. Reject Maham over poor economic record, Vasti Don urges. As OSP closes investigations into Airbus, Bita Amedu cries wolf and goofs in the process. Elections 2024, Bawumia embodies loyalty and clear vision, Akufo-Addo, towards addressing sanitation challenges in the north. Government, Jospong Group unveil ultramodern recycling plant. The Inquisitor. Completion of Airbus investigations. Bita Amedu whips bitterly and attacks OSP. Unions heavily divided over intended Galamsey strike. COSA donates 50 motorbikes and cash to Bono East NPP. Seats will be lost if we ban Galamsey NPP MP. Ayariga files RTI request demanding details on next-gen Infraco 5G deal. The Herald. Ochiridaku slams devilish rumors about Bedi Etuo's health. Cries out, the hatred is deep and scary. Furious Akufo-Addo considers arrest and prosecution over ECG mismanagement. Highlights of NDC and MPP manifestos on agriculture. Kolebu CEO sent packing by board. Tamale gets new integrated waste management plant. Ekwapim North Assembly angry at local government minister for diversion of common fund by Dokua. The Daily Statesman. Assets of judiciary secure, Chief Justice assures. RTI fostering transparency in the job of public officers. GRA service personnel cautioned against cutting corners. Mahama not fit for presidency again. Ghana secures 98% participation in Eurobond exchange. The Ghanaian Publisher. Airbus scandal. Amido accuses OSP of cover-up. Ghana gets overwhelming Eurobond investors backing. Water supply improves in Cape Coast and Elmina. Ghana Water Limited increases production. ADB grabs award at CIMG night. Zoom Lion clarifies payment of YEA operatives. Daily Post. Election 2024. Fitch predicts victory for NDC. We have not seen our MP for 2 years. Residents of Ekwapim cry out. Catholic Church to lead prayer protest against Galamsey on October 11. That's about it for the front pages. We'll be back shortly.
She's coming. She's coming.
Oh, it's in. Right now, receive now.
Boss, let's go back.
Here, take this.
She's coming.
I know. Go to the pharmacy now.
She's coming. Oh. She's here.
Pay faster, pay safer, and pay easy with Momo app. Download now and pay with the QR code, merchant ID, and so much more.
In today's modern world, stairs are a challenge, especially for our elderly and those with health concerns. Navigating them can be difficult and even dangerous, but there's a safer way to move vertically. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, your answer to a more accessible and secure vertical transportation. Our elevators and escalators, including top-of-the-line pneumatic vacuum elevators, Fuji elevators and escalators, offer a safer and more convenient alternative, eliminating the risks of stairs and enhancing accessibility for homes, businesses, and hospitals. Choose safety and convenience with Lifts and Elevators Limited Company. Elevate your spaces today. For more information, visit our website at www.elevatorsgh.org or call now on 0200-535-515. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, the elevator people.
Customer, I don't know who to say.
Malaria been actually me, man. No more brand, man. Still.
One of them give us.
Give us a solid.
Yeah. Sorry. What rest of so give us here and turn down.
But over that song. But tomato give us the and turn down.
Give us about me, sir.
Me try the and turn down.
Customer. Give us that turn down. Back.
Onuya kayo oba wa fa fronum de o ma no banu fonum akwada wa ni fie dumie no ono nso no.
Choose the perfect prize for you every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes, all to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh bread.
I'm a fair missy way.
The patch of Bantama.
Machasri.
It's
her smile.
The fresh breath. Me, Judy said we used to Cal 360 toothpaste. Cal 360 toothpaste.
That's Kia. Cal 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector. Onim jom kasa. Kile causing. Cal 360 did the way. It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
You will see so feeling to Cal 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Cal 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Cal, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Now let me tell you why you should choose Safari Valley as your conference destination.
The new conference building combines modern amenities with the tranquility of nature, providing the perfect backdrop for your next seminar and corporate retreat.
The only conference destination with so many activities. You don't have to travel to visit your tennis club, the gym, or the stables. They have it all.
Enjoy this rooftop viewing deck, basking in the sunlight with the sight of wild animals roaming freely in their natural habitat.
At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
It's a unique experience that sparks creativity and rejuvenates the mind.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Hello, my name is Roland Walker. I'm here at Coastal Park. It's one of the many courts belonging to estate masters, and they are into service plots, property management, and luxury homes. And just in case you want to make that decision to invest into a landed property, estate masters is the right choice to make. If it is from an indenture, a site plan, you want it also barcoded, all is available. You might have heard about Chopoli. It's where we have the next cottage of estate masters. It is not only one of the thriving, but the most inviting landed property site for you also to invest in. We encourage you, do invest in the next cottage at Chopoli. It is just close to the yet to be demarcated airport. That also will be a valuable property for you to invest in.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, you get an 8K. Get that packing so you have to come out. Hey, wait.
You go put it on his tab. This is my man. Good luck.
We have star 712. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest.
And now with me at ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Let's
choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
Maybe straight to option 4. Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey,
never. Tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply.
Cratchy, unemu bua unkoisha Dr. Ban uye denwa.
Oh, Mr. Yamfani call me Burua.
Mami Doburo. Don't you tell me call. Bra, whom you fan call Dr. Ban.
Dr. Ban oya there.
Bra, somebody numpemu adwuma sasabro slow. Dr. Ban oya.
Hey, let me call America. Oh, numpemu nimdi onwa na ye expect nyaza afo no. O akra any Kumasi numpemu expect yen kan chrew.
Auntie, nothing I won't what time over me one money my busasa.
Auntie Emma, the patch of me by any school mukai, a university. Na scan here 2005. And yet they are many. To my even to my summer the brown up paper cra. Oh, the family. Oh, yes, men's to go to fee. It's one is a John Dramani Mahama. Any NDC for say, saying I may have done a gun for 2 abamana. Waba, Aba University via Technical University, College of Education, Nursing Training, woman academic fees for first year. Hey, you're free. No price. Adama Ujiti. Another match then.
Auntie, hey, share a BM was say, and can able siana, no obo woma, or motua suku suono. Sano bonne bakwa, says it was so best home. Ediama oma, or motua suono.
And then your Mr. John Mahama.
Ye shamin soon cran say, Yenua, or what did the master be service ready? Or Mokosuku, was a woman in our bar. Hey, you're free!
And Samba, yay! And come in Konanka, nay, 7 December. Nanga ya Bana, my papa Mahama. I'm an abaya president.
Shawa sit no more to Abapa, a disacraya papa beba wabrabum, to Obama John Mahama ni NDC.
We allow people, we give them our vote, they come, they do nothing, and we just keep giving them our vote. We don't think through. Somebody was talking to me about what's going on in Kenya, and I said, what you see happening in Kenya, there is a possibility in that, in the pipeline, but it's an undercurrent with the youth. It's around 2025 going. Depending on the outcome of the election, and how people win this 2024 election. If anybody try to rake and anybody play any game on both sides to win this election and disrespect the will of the people and the vote of the people and will sabotage the will and the vote of the people, I'm telling you, there will be an outcome and Ghana will be shocked. That is it the same Ghanaians that are quiet, loving people, don't want trouble, let everything go? You wait and see. Write what I'm telling you. Write it on your journals. It will come to pass from 2024, 2025. If anybody plays any game, I'm telling you, hear me. And those of you, both political parties and the independent, if anybody uses any means, rituals, sacrifices, conspiracy, consultations,
and uses any means than respecting the will of the people to sabotage the will of the people, to create an outcome that is against the wish and the will of the people of Ghana, I'm telling you, the implications will be unbearable. And for anyone whose blood will be shed, that blood will cry upon you and your descendants forever.
I don't pay me the galamsey for Nashinamens. Penimubia or Shagalamsey, God will kill you. I can't catch you. Yeah, may bonds me book quotation. Maybe can be been work as so dear. Me book quotation. I send be a make the quotation better actually. Be at the could be a quotation would defend itself. Yeah. The Lord said, I will kill her children with death. Iti galam say for the name sem penny for Ghana and a galam say they fund the party. Nyami be kumuna.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. Now get 10% off food, drinks, beauty and cosmetics, home essentials, electrical appliances, mobile phone and accessories, clothing, footwear, made in Ghana goods, and so much more at the Momo Cashless Market. Yes, you heard right. It started from the 2nd and will run until the 6th of October at the God Park, Tetequashi Interchange. There will be over 100 merchants in one place with amazing discounts for all Momo customers. Fun activities include artist performance, DJs on rotation, board and TV games, kids zone, and giveaways. Join the fun at the God Park, Tetequashi Interchange from the 2nd to the 6th of October 2024, each day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and just Momo everywhere you go. And if you're thinking of getting that toothpaste that will take care of the entire family and save you some money, the recommended family toothpaste is KEL 360 toothpaste. Is approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. KEL 360 toothpaste provides you and your family with all-round dental protection throughout the day with freshness. KEL 360 toothpaste is good for kids, children, and adults. Let your family be a proud family when they step out by constantly using KEL 360 toothpaste. It brightens your teeth, prevents cavity, and with its cool mint gives you fresh breath throughout the day and protects the gum from decaying. For consistency and quality, use KEL 360 toothpaste. KEL 360 toothpaste is another product from Samara Company Limited, producers of Sasu. Is available in all supermarkets, malls, and provision shops. Call Samara Company on 0246 864 798. KEL 360 toothpaste, happy smile. Right, with me on the show this morning, I have the Vice Chairman of the Baumia 2024 campaign as a former Cabinet Minister, the Honorable Nana Akumia, is here with us on the show. Nana, good morning.
Morning, Randy.
All right. Also with me on the show this morning is the Chairman of the Assurances Committee in Parliament and also Member of Parliament for the Northern constituency. Is the Honorable Samuel Kujato Ablakwa. Man, good morning.
Hi, good to see you. Good morning, Nana.
Morning, Samuel.
I've seen some good.
Question for you.
For me or for Sammy?
For you.
Oh, okay. All right.
So this business about the payments to management team, what is it about?
Payments to management.
The Black Stars management team. I understand you went to Parliament and
yes,
you had an interaction over it.
Yes.
Yeah. What is it about?
Okay. So it's not about Black Stars management. It's about management committees of national team. So there was a petition.
So like the Black Stars,
all
the
the
male
national
team,
teams,
the female team, the which one?
Under 17, under 20, under 15, under 23.
But this
local
payment was
Black
in relation
Stars.
to the Black Stars.
No. So we were invited because I think over a year ago there was a group that went on a demonstration, Save Ghana Sports, and they presented a petition to Parliament. And then the then ranking member, the Honorable Kobi Boyome, made a statement on the floor of the House. And then the minister also made a statement on the floor. And the Speaker put the three documents together and referred them to, it's now the Youth and Sports Committee of Parliament, and asked them to look into those issues and then send a report to Parliament. So the Ghana Football Association, among many other institutions, was invited, and we were presented with the 3 documents as part of the invitation, that these are the documents that we'll be speaking to. Now, one of the 15 points raised in the petition had to do with the issue of management committees for national teams. And the petitioners had argued that it was a drain on the public purse, it was a waste of resources, it wasn't fit for purpose, and they had also proposed that there ought to be a particular committee which would be responsible for all national teams, instead of having separate national teams for
separate management.
Separate
but you
management.
said there's one for all of them.
No, there's no one. Each
So
one has a management committee.
And your committee is which one?
I don't have a committee. I used to be the chairman of the National Under 20.
I thought what I heard you say is that the management team is not just for Black Stars, but for all the national teams.
No. So I'm just giving you the background. So this was the question. This is what we were expected to respond to.
Okay.
Yes. So that is what we responded to. And I just spoke generally on the issue about, first of all, why there's a need for the national teams. I mean, the that I was with the management committee, I was the chairman of that won the AFCON in 2021. Yes. Currently, I'm not a member of any national team. So first of all, the issue of why the national team should be there, and then people have raised the issue of bonuses that are sometimes paid to the management. The point is that from where I come from, where I operate, I've been a private sector person all my life. Now, rewards go with responsibilities. So if you hold a person or a unit responsible for an action, when there's reward, you don't exempt them from the reward. It's as simple as that. So if you to hold management responsible for an action, you cannot say that you would exempt them when you decide to reward.
Maybe it's the quantity of reward.
Fine. It can always be, because, and I even told them that the first time that the FA ever engaged government on this issue was during President Kufuor's tenure. And we met with the then Chief of Staff, Mr. Kojum Pieni, and he agreed. But what he said was that, yes, of course, we cannot be paying the same as we pay to players. So we'll start off by giving maybe a certain number for the entire management to share. But the principle was clear. So the issue of quantum is something that from day one has always been. So I don't have a problem with the issue of quantum. And I even explained that even with the technical team, not everybody gets the same. The head coach gets double because it is recognized that he has a greater responsibility. So when there's a reward, the head coach is given times 2. Even at my club, at the club level, it's the same thing. The head coach gets twice what everybody gets.
So for the Qatar World Cup, because I thought that was the issue.
No. So I've told you, there's a certain misconception out there that it was about Qatar. It was just one example that somebody raised. But the question had to do with the relevance of management committees and then the issue of paying bonuses to management committees. So I gave the example of myself. Under 20, the AFCON. When we finished, nobody in the management was paid any of the winning bonuses given to the players. It was the reward that was given to the players. That 50% of that was given to 3 of the persons on the management committee.
I had $100,000. What was it for? Was it that's the payment?
So with that particular payment, I think it had to do with the appearance fee, which was paid to the technical team and the players. And then the management committee of that team, the government wrote checks to them, the equivalent of that amount, to the 5 persons who were on the management.
The 5 members of the management team?
Yes, for the Black Stars.
Each person had $100,000?
The city equivalent, yes.
For the
That's what I was
World
told.
Cup.
Yes. Which is what was paid to the technical team and the players.
How much did we make from the Qatar World Cup? You have no idea?
It was, no, I have. It was about 10 million, and then you would have a
because
deduction of
that is what
expenses.
will put it into context. If we made so much and we paid out a certain percentage, then puts it into context. Otherwise, the bland figure 100K to individual. It will sound like,
first of all, the appearance fee, which is something which started from when we started playing the World Cup, is a demand on what the country earns when you qualify for the World Cup. So it is not like the country has to go and cough money from somewhere. It is not to suggest that I believe that the same figure as the players is right or wrong. That's not the point I'm making. But I'm saying that the principle, and that's why I say anytime you go into the Qatar situation, we begin to distort the issue because you have about 20 national teams. It is not just the Black Stars. So we first of all must deal with the principle.
So the 100K, was it for the World Cup or was for?
World Cup.
Qatar?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what we are talking about, the Qatar World Cup.
Yes. Not the only time that the issue of a payment to management has come up and will come up. First of all, there has to be established a principle. You have a technical team.
I think all of us will agree with the principle.
Yes.
Once you have a responsibility,
yes,
if there is some reward,
yes,
you should be rewarded for the responsibility.
Yes.
But is the quantum and how justifiable?
Yes.
So that's why I'm curious to know.
Yeah, but that wasn't the issue on board. That's not what we were responding to. That was not what the discussion was about. It wasn't.
Okay.
It was about, first of all, whether there's a need, because there's a petition which suggests that there's no need to have management committees
and to pay them.
Then yes, and then there's been that age-long issue of management bonuses. That's the point.
So how did the 100,000 come in?
How did it come in? I think one of the MPs then used that as an example.
And that was the example from Qatar.
Yes. Use the Qatar example to buttress his point. So I also use, let's say, my personal example as the person who led the under-20 team. And we went to when we went to play the WAFU, there was nobody from the ministry, no purse holder. As we speak, the coach of the team, Karim Zito, the hotel in Benin, they call him every day to demand for payments. When we qualified for Africa, the AFCON we won and went to the Jubilee House to present the trophy to President Akufo-Addo. When the team left the Air Force Base, there was nobody from the ministry, no purse holder, that joined the team to Mauritania. When we got to Mauritania, there was nobody there, so 1 cedi to even buy paracetamol or bandage or plaster, there was nobody.
So what was the conclusion of the committee hearing?
Oh, there's no conclusion. They've heard us. They're hearing other people. If there's a need, they will call us back. But they will prepare a report and submit to Parliament.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it. You're good?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Okay.
Well, I also have a question for Nana Akomia.
Hey.
Yes.
Well, he also appeared before Parliament.
I like his approach this morning of asking questions in an unconventional manner.
So it becomes we're turning it into a round table discussion.
Exactly. And I think it's healthy, it's good. For a change, it's good.
Okay. Madam, will you also have a question for any of them?
And my question to Nana Akomia, who is a leading member of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government.
Leading member?
Yes, very leading.
How is he a leading member? He's only a CEO of STC.
He's an appointee and one of the top advisors and vice chairman of the Vice President's campaign.
Yes.
So he's a stalwart, one of the very respected leaders in that party. My question is, this week, I discovered that all the officials at the National Cathedral Secretariat are still being paid. And this week, on Monday, they walk to their banks, smiling all the way to their banks, receive their salaries. And it's been going on for 31 months of no work being done. The project was abandoned in March 2022. 31 months, and they are still being paid. Meanwhile, this is a time that there is considerable labor agitation. Mortuary workers say that you owe them, you are not paying them, they are not meeting their conditions of service. Even PPEs to work, personal protective equipment, they don't have it. They have only suspended their strike, giving you 2 weeks to meet their demands. senior staff at the universities, TEU, UTAG, and many other
they haven't been paid.
Labor organizations say that, including CTAG, that went on the longest strike.
A number of public universities have not
yes,
been,
and the universities can't even reopen. And when when I tracked the IPPD,
what is your question?
The integrated personnel payroll database. For 31 continuous months, they have been paid. And the three top officials.
These are the trustees.
What do they call the secretariat staff. So
they work under the office of the president.
Yes, they work under the office of the president. So
the secretariat of the.
And you've given them very interesting positions. So there is Dr. Popoku Mensah, who is described as overseer of the National Cathedral, overseer of that pit, which has been upgraded to a swimming pool.
I think they took it from the churches, general overseer.
Oh, okay. So this is the overseer of the National Cathedral. This is where he went to cash his salary. Here. Then you have a church relation manager. Church relation manager. Okay. Reverend Father Ebenezer Saka Ameyao. Here. Then you have a program director, Madame Rebecca Lovia Matecho Yakpo. And what is striking is that in the database, they are supposed to be paid all the way to January next year.
I don't understand.
Yes. That's how they have been programmed in the database to be paid. So they will be paid in October this month. They will be paid in November. They will be paid in December.
But if they've been paid from April 2022, then as for October to January is nothing.
I mean, so what is happening? When those who are actually working, delivering results.
But are you asking me a question?
Yes,
yes.
I'm asking the question. So the question is, why are you still paying these people?
Okay.
When there's no work going on? The project has been abandoned for 31 months. That's my question.
Nana,
the question
why?
is very clear. Why?
Yes.
Leading member of the government. Why?
Nana, why?
It's just a simple question.
Yes, simple question.
It was providing context.
And documentation.
Okay, Randy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your question. I don't have any doubts that this is a question of public interest. Because the assumption is that these people really, looking at the state of the Cathedral project, there isn't much going on. And so you wonder why people should still be paid in connection with a project that it comes to a standstill. Fair question. But I do not have personal knowledge about this. I ask you that question because I heard you speak. So you have personal knowledge to it. So give me notice and let me find out. Better still, you should file a question in Parliament.
You have not resumed.
We haven't resumed.
No,
well, put the question on notice for the people who process these payments to come and justify why
I found something interesting. This thing about payment to National Cathedral people, it came with just the overseer.
Yes.
That was the first one. I think it was Malik Basitali or something that put it out. Then, 24 hours after that, then we saw a publication that auditors have cleared the audited accounts. They've given a clean bill of health, and so
Deloitte,
and so the project was going to continue. So when I saw it, I was like, from the comms point of view, I was like, why throw in this thing at this point? Is it to demonstrate that perhaps there's some work ongoing and therefore people are not idle, they're actually working? Then I decided to go and read the details of the report because it suggested that on the basis of that,
the audit
work
report
will resume, because what the other trustees had asked for was an audit, so that everybody is clear in their minds before they associate with it. So in view of that clean bill of health that we're told that the auditors are given, then it had paved the way for work to continue.
So that work had stalled because of the audit.
So I decided to go and find out. only to read that the audit they were referring to was a 2020 audit, year 2020.
Yeah.
Another report suggests, a report says that 2021, 22, 23 are still outstanding. And I was like, is it really true that this revered man of God put his signature? And that, because I've not seen the letter that the story was referring to, for me to read whether the revered man of God actually signed and indicated that as a result of this 2020 audit, he had paved the way for work to begin. And that he believed that that was sufficient to get to all the others or any other Ghanaian who believes that we need to have transparency in this process before we even think about anything else to do. So I came out and said, these people. So I told myself in Ghana,
okay, so Sami,
yeah.
Obviously you feel these payments of salaries are not justified.
They are not justified. Okay. They are not justified.
So
they cannot be justified.
So the people need to show that these salaries are justified. The Parliament is out of session.
Yes.
So you filing a question in Parliament. What else can you do to seek justification?
I don't even think there's a question of justification. I don't.
Why?
Because you see, from day one till today, government has not taken the position that the project has truncated. Government has not taken the position that it has stopped the project. Government has not. So as far as government is concerned, it is still ongoing. People like Sami and others would raise the issue of whether it makes sense or not. But I'm saying that government has at no point suggested that we have stopped.
It was still be in the public interest because these are public funds. And Parliament has oversight of the public funds. So if an MP believes that public funds have been used in a way that cannot be justified in his mind, his or her mind, he has the right to seek justification. I believe it's unfortunate Parliament is out of session. Otherwise,
and you see, it shouldn't be about what government is saying, what the opposition is saying, what civil society, other Ghanaians are saying.
What makes sense?
Those demonstrators who, we have to commend them for their patriotic efforts, going there, opening the barricades and letting the whole world see that it's just
apart from the swimming,
it's just now
people could have been injured.
A very dilapidated swimming pool.
You are not part of the swimmers.
No,
I thought I saw somebody like you.
No, I wasn't there. What really should concern us is the fact, the truth. When you go to that site, work has stopped. It's been abandoned. And indeed, I put out a letter that the contractors, Rebade, you remember, in March 2022. Rebade wrote to all their staff. And Rebade is a consortium of Rizani Dieka, Babisoti, and Disimoni. They came together to form that consortium. They wrote to all their staff that because government owes them, which opens another Pandora's box, because you withdraw $58.1 million illegally without parliamentary approval. And apparently the money was not even going to the contractors. So the contractors asked their staff to go home. So since March of 2022, all workers at the site have gone home. That is a fact. So it is not about whether government has declared that the project is continuing or not. Then the other fundamental issue that we need to discuss in this matter is that didn't government tell us that they were not using public funds? That this whole effort is a voluntary effort. Was that not what the president told this country?
Initially.
Yes. And we see what public funds are being used for. Even 31 months into the project's abandonment, they are still paying hefty salaries. And these top three at the Secretariat, over the last 31 months, they have received 2.2 million Ghana cedis. 2.2 million Ghana cedis. I mean, at a time that you have all of these labor agitations, what are you telling the workers? Workers who are actually working, contributing to productivity. What are you telling them? Now, let me address this issue, and I'm glad you raised it. Doc, will you believe that The 2020 audit that the respected, venerable, let me give him all his deserved titles, Professor Apostle Opokunyina, and I saw the statement. He signed the statement. So I read the statement. You know that as part of our oversight in Parliament, we asked Ken Oforiatta to provide, when we discovered the intercepted documents that apparently on our blind side, they were withdrawing public funds. We asked him to submit to Parliament all the withdrawals with dates when he effected those withdrawals on our blind side, because now we had to know. And this was when he appeared before the vote of censure committee. I have a copy of that letter he submitted, following a response dated 21st November 2022, signed by his chief director for the minister, Patrick Nomo, the chief director at the time. Doc, will you believe that? If you do any audit for 1 year, 2020, according to this breakdown, you are only auditing 0.13% of the releases. 0.13%.
Less than 1%.
Less than 1%. Less than 0.5%. And let me give you the breakdown. According to Ken Oforiatta, there was only one release before 2020. This was in 7 June 2019. Payment of advance mobilization for consultant working on the design of the National Cathedral. That was $89,000 at the time, equivalent to 445,000 cedis. That was the only payment. $89,000. We are talking about $58.1 million. The next release was 5th March 2021. $13.9 million.
So as
at the time, 80.5.
So as at 31st December 2020,
yes,
how much money had been released?
Only $89,000.
Okay.
Had been released, according to Ken Oforiatta. So how does anybody, an audit on 0.13%, come tell us that you have been cleared, you are preparing to resume work? I mean, what do they take us for? What do they take us for? I mean, we respect them. They are spiritual fathers. But they should stop leading us into temptation.
So you file a question in Parliament?
Stop leading us into temptation. We don't want to be tempted. We don't want them, they say you have touched the anointed. We won't touch them. we can't touch the anointed. But we beg them.
They shouldn't touch us.
Yeah, they too.
They shouldn't tempt us to touch them.
They should stop touching us, poking us, kicking us. You know, why?
I mean, when I read this, when I read it, even without these details, and I was like, they're supposed to have an audit covering 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, 22, 23. Then you say that you have received audit of 2020. It gives you a clean bill of health. So work should resume.
Yeah. Even that
why is that state?
Even that up to
That's
now.
what's on the screen.
Even that up to now, I put out a statement demanding a copy of that audit report because you see, it's your interpretation.
Yeah, maybe they've given it to the other trustees.
So publish it.
Yes.
Publish. This is
no,
if
you are
using public funds.
Yes.
You are using public funds. This even though you didn't follow due process, it's become a public because you use public funds.
It's a public interest matter.
Exactly. So publish it.
Yeah.
Publish the report. Don't give us your own interpretation of the audit report. Let me continue. 10 February 2021, Ken Oforiatta says he released another 5.5 million. That's 32 million. 29th October 2021, he released another $25 million, equivalent to 142.7 million Ghana cedis. 19th August 2021, he released another $10 million, equivalent to $58.2 million. On 19th August 2021, that was when he released the 58.2 million Ghana cedis. Then 31st March 2022, he released another $3.5 million, equivalent to 25 million Ghana cedis. So the CD equivalent, 339 million, you have 3,064 Ghana cedis and 86 pesos. So 339 million Ghana cedis, if you're rounding it up, equivalent to $58.1 million. This is what we auditors are supposed to be looking into. You know, with all of the litany of infractions. You remember the RTI I did to PPA. PPA saying they didn't follow procurement process, they don't know anything about this. Then we haven't even come to all the double identity criminal conduct and all the scams that have taken place, the inflationary pricing. So that 2020 audit, if they have nothing to hide, they should publish it. But nobody can say that because of an audit on 0.13% of released funds, 0.13%, therefore you have been given a clean bill of health. When we know that more than 99% of the releases actually happen between 2021 and 2022, according to what the finance minister has told Parliament, albeit, belatedly. So, you see, the president, his vice president Baumia, the cabinet, this government, they should really listen to the Ghanaian people. They should measure the national temperature. The people of this country have had it. There is outrage out there. It's so palpable, so tangible. The anger all the people deserve is some respect. Listen to them. This project has long been abandoned. There's no work going on site. Why are you still paying people? All of these millions of Ghana cedis, which could be spent on the productive sector, which could enhance the working conditions of all of these members of organized labor who are out there agitating. So, I mean, let's stop this grand heist. Let's stop it. And you see, all these officials engaged in this thing should know that the day of reckoning is coming. I foresee a future government, future NDC government, under the visionary President John Dramani Mahama, from 7 January 2025, under Operation Recover or Loot, demanding that people refund all these money. Because how are you going to justify this? How? And I'm glad that the elections are on December 7th. When President Mahama wins, I know that one of the first things we will do is to stop all of these wastage going on. I don't expect anybody to receive their January salary if they think that this total rape and plunder, this dissipation of scarce taxes is going to continue. This has
all right. Okay.
Has President Mahama got a record for that?
Definitely.
When he was president, I didn't see any recovery of
really?
Really?
Which have you followed the JIDA matters? There were JIDA recoveries, massive recoveries. Even the you remember the bus branding? It was all recovered. And I must salute President Mahama and the Attorney General at the time, Marietta. Very efficient, behind the scenes, no nonsense. All of them recovered. These days, all you see is clearing and impunity. The president clears you, they continue. They don't care.
So people...
There were major recoveries under President
People
Mahama.
loot state funds. Investigations clearly establish criminal intent. And then they are asked to refund some monies. That's all.
Yeah, but you were saying that he has no track record. And I've pointed out to you, don't shift the goalpost. I've pointed out to you that unlike what we are seeing now under the current leaders, at least we prefer that. That is a
We'll be getting into the issues of the protesters and Galamsey and TUC and the president and all that. But at least I've seen some small good news. I want to break it with it.
Which one is that?
Okay. So, I'm sure that this is a company that you will be very familiar with, the Fair Sky Group. And I'm not too sure.
Oh, yes.
They came to the rescue of your
great
people.
Great guys, yes.
So, page 20 of the Ghanaian Times. Let us take charge of our energy future. Executive Chairman of Fair Sky Group. And it says the Executive Chairman of Fair Sky Group, a wholly owned Ghanaian group of companies, Eric Sedi Kutoche, has challenged local contractors to take charge of the future energy ecosystem of the country. Ghana, he said, boasts of the required local capacity to deliver present and future energy projects to accelerate economic development. Mr. Kutoche made a call, and this is where the meat is. He made a call during a working visit to inspect the ongoing construction of a 50 megawatt solar PV generating power station in the Yendi district of the northern region by the members of a parliamentary committee on energy led by its chair, Mr. Oreku Edu. He was a former deputy minister, right?
Yes, yes.
He noted that the only way the country's energy could be guaranteed was by harnessing the power of natural resources such as the sun, wind, and water in order to drive economic growth and reduce our reliance on imported energy. The inspection visit was to offer first-hand update on the progress of work on the first and largest wholly owned Ghanaian initiative, which started a year ago, 1 year ago. Executed by First Sky Limited, a member of the First Sky Group, and First Class Road and Civil Engineering firm on behalf of Bui Power Authority, the nation's renewable energy leader, and sharing a brief on the progress of work executed on behalf of BPA, Mr. Kutocha disclosed that a solar PV project in Yendi sits on about 140 acres land, filled with solar panels to harvest 50 megawatts of renewable power in Ghana, and stands as the first of its kind, a fully Ghanaian-owned renewable energy initiative. He noted that, quote, it is also the second largest solar project in the country, with a 55 megawatt solar PV project at Bui, the first largest, undertaken by the Bui Power Authority. This project, a landmark milestone, is more than an investment. It is a statement. It says that Ghana will not be left behind in the global march towards renewable energy. It says that we are ready to lead, to innovate, and to create an energy system that is not only sustainable but owned, operated, and driven by Ghanaians. This is because across the globe, the energy landscape is shifting. Nations are moving away from fossil fuels, and the world is looking to renewable energy. Ghana cannot afford to lag behind. And today, with this project, we take a bold step towards that vision. As the largest solar farm being undertaken by an indigenous company, it is important to note that all the experts on the project are Ghanaians from the First Sky Limited, and there's no foreigner working on this project. And commenting on the initiative, Chief Executive Officer of the Bui Power Authority, owners of the project, Mr. Samuel Kofi Jamese, applauded First Sky Group for being the first Ghanaian company to build a solar plant in the country, and indicated that as Bui Power had a mandate to increase solar power generation in the country, the Yendi project was in line with the government's agenda of getting about 10% of the total mix of energy coming from renewables, and therefore his committee was keenly watching the progress of the project. And the Deputy Chief of Staff, Emmanuel Duma Bosman, was also there. He was delighted with the progress of work and explained that the most impressive part of the Yendi solar project was that if any of the panels within the 25-year period, there was a process to change the deteriorated ones to ensure the facility maintained the 50 megawatt capacity until a major replenishment was undertaken. Okay. So that's this, a wholly indigenous Ghanaian company, first of its kind, 50 megawatts. This solar thing, it takes a lot of land, 140 acres of land for 50 megawatts.
Yeah. But it says the first to do what?
So it says that it's the first indigenous company to...
I think it's the capacity, isn't it? 50 megawatts.
Yes, yes.
The first to do what? Set up a solar...
Let me read. No. That wasn't it. Okay, so it says that, sharing a brief on the on the work, it says that the solar PV project in Yendi sits on about 140 acres land, filled with solar panels to harvest 50 megawatts of renewable power in Ghana, and stands as the first of its kind, a fully Ghanaian-owned renewable energy initiative. It is also the second largest solar project in the country, with a 55 megawatt solar PV project at Bui, the first largest undertaken by the Bui Power Authority. So I think it's talking about the size.
It says the second.
The second after, yes, the Bui 55 one, but that was done by a foreign company.
The Bui one?
Yeah, the 55. This is
also done
Bui.
by Bui?
No. So Bui is the, how do you want to call it? Is the
off-taker.
Yes, the owner.
Yes.
Of the project.
So the one that was done by a foreign company.
A foreign company.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
Yes.
So this is the first time that you have an indigenous Ghanaian company doing something of this magnitude.
Okay. Yeah. And they will sell it to Bui, through Bui?
Yes.
50 megawatts?
50 megawatts.
Okay.
No, very impressive, inspiring stuff, and it's not surprising. First Sky is always a pace setter when it comes to these really visionary interventions. I'm still enamored by what they continue to do at the Kolebu Renal unit. And then I remain absolutely inspired by what they did when the spillage occurred and created a disaster in my constituency. In 7 weeks, they put up a very beautiful and homey resettlement development, which factored in the needs of families, which had water amenities provided, and they didn't have to struggle with how to survive. It was very livable, very, very livable. The plan was incredible. Even with that project, they used natural products, a lot of brick, clay stuff, and it was really, really an amazing intervention, which was done efficiently, very efficiently, in record time. And now here we are discussing the renewable energy initiative. We all know that solar is the way to go. God has blessed us with the sun. We have wasted the sun for many, many, many decades. But I must say in recent times, there has been that awareness. And the manufacturers of solar panels have also become more competitive. Initially, the installation, buying the panels and using it for domestic use, many people found the start rates very, very steep, unaffordable. But now it has driven down the interest and the new technologies.
Nana is a solar ambassador.
Yes. Nana has been a long time. So now it's much cheaper to install these solar panels. And we need to encourage more and more people to go off-grid and install these solar panels. It does help. If you really do the financial analysis, apart from the initial setup cost, you are better off. You're better off in the long run. So we salute the Fair Sky Group, the executive chairman, Mr. Eric Kutochi, who remains a very visionary, compassionate, and inspiring Ghanaian. These are the interventions that will go a long way to make us compliant with all the climate change requirements, the renewable energy requirements. We have not met our target of 10% in the energy mix, but interventions like this will help us to get there.
So these are some of the visuals from the project site, when the parliamentary committee went there.
Impressive stuff.
140 acres.
Yeah, 140. That's huge. That's huge.
Baumia aims to do 2,000 megawatts of solar power into the grid. And that's a major plank of his plan to bring down the cost of electricity and energy. The solar thing, Randy, like you said, I have been an advocate of solar for quite a while. There's a problem that we need to address as a country. The components are all imported. So they become subject to the price of the dollar. Now, there is a consumable, and beyond the initial cost, which can be sizable, if it will give you free energy over a period, it makes up for the initial cost. But I have realized that it doesn't give you free energy for the period, because the batteries are consumables. The batteries have to be changed 5 years.
Every 5 years?
Yes, or less, depending on the quality. Now, if you're going to change the batteries every 5 years, maybe you have 14, 15 batteries, and the price of the batteries have tripled because of the exchange situation. It limits the proliferation of solar. Now we have the sun. If we don't have anything at all in Africa or Ghana, it's the sun. I mean, it's free, it's hot. That's why we have this. We've been told that that's why our skin is even like of this color. So, really, the way to go for us is solar. We need to bring the production locally. The panels can last for 25 years, so that's fine. The inverters can last, I don't know, for a long, long time. But the batteries, they're like the car batteries. You must change them. And so they become subject to, So if we can localize the production of the batteries and localize the, Bamia projects that we have to have 5 million panels to be able to generate this 2,000 megawatts. And we have to have a plan to set up the production of the panels in the country, and particularly the batteries. I understand the lithium, the new batteries, which are the lithium, they offer a much, much, much longer span. So it's an exciting time, and it has to be a national effort.
So I'm told that the Bui Power Authority itself, in recognition of this renewable thing, especially with the issue of solar, on the basis of science, 3 places were identified as the most suitable. I think that's where the hottest part of the country.
Okay.
So you have Yendi, you have Buipe, and then I think the other one is Salaga.
Okay.
If so those three places. So Yendi, Buipe, and I think Salaga. I hope I got that third one right. Okay. So those 3 places, I think they've even made moves to acquire lands already. So, and each of these 3 has the capacity to go, let's say, 100 megawatts because of the land size that is required. Because even with the 50, they are doing 140 acres of land to be able to do 50 megawatts. So I guess the long-term plan is to be able to do, let's say, 100, you can push to maybe 150 megawatts for each of these 3 places, which are supposed to be the hottest parts of Ghana. So the land acquisition has been done, and probably this is like a phase 1 or so. So if they are able to then ramp it up, then at least for those 3 places.
Doing it on a national scale, feeding it into the grid, I assume will eliminate the need for batteries because it's fed directly into the grid. But for the domestic, because there's no reason why the 3 of us sitting here should not have solar capacity. It's free. But it's expensive because of the cost of the
initial setup. And now you even say that the consumables also
the initial setup, because it's free, over a period, it will pay for itself. If the batteries were lasting 20 years like the panels, but 5 years. So even me, I haven't renewed it. Because I had about 15 batteries that I have to change, and you have to pay. I bought them at 2,000.
Are you one of the people who sell energy back to ECG?
No, it's just domestic. But you see,
because I'm told that in your area, like your former place and all that, there are residents who generate more than enough. So they have these meters with ECG where they even sell back to.
Okay, they give you. But there's the issue of the land.
Yes.
You talked about 100 over 100 acres and so on. But the roofs are there.
Yes.
The roofs. Your building can easily take 200 panels. So going forward, because land to put 5 million panels is going to be a lot. But the plan is to put it on roofs.
You know that the disadvantage sometimes, even with climate change and all that. So let's say in my house, my heaters, solar.
Yeah.
In the last 3 months, because of the weather, I'm unable to get.
Yeah.
Yes. So then the electricity as alternative.
But there's been a cold spell.
For the last 3 months.
For the last 3 months, there's been a cold spell. And the advantage is that many people don't put on their air conditioners now when they are sleeping.
True.
Which
I don't.
brings that, But, Germany, which I'm sure has maybe 1/10 of the sun that we have, they generate more solar into the eye than many places in Africa. So
Technology.
The technology, and some of the panels can still charge with minimal sunlight. The quality of the panels. You know? So even if there's no sun, the ones that I have, even when the sun is not up, you still see it charging. But the space is an issue. Yeah. There has to be a national effort to put it on roofs across the country. Otherwise, land will be an issue.
All right.
Doc,
yes.
When I heard Nana Komia talk about Baumia's grand solar plans,
the 2,000 megawatts.
The 2,000 megawatts. I couldn't help but remember sitting in Parliament on Thursday, February 21, 2019, specifically President Akufo-Addo's third message on the state of the nation, where he boldly declared, and we're all impressed. To be honest, I was impressed. I must have joined those who said, in the chamber, that Jubilee House and all government buildings were going solar.
Oh, he said that?
He said that. 2019, you can check your records. I haven't forgotten because I was so impressed. I said, look, what have we been waiting for? This is the way to go. So I can't forget.
And it hasn't happened, huh?
I'm sure it was COVID. It was COVID. Then after the Russia-Ukraine war.
You have a cold.
Yeah.
Okay. Then cut down the, listen, cut down the propaganda.
Oh my goodness.
So propaganda in this school.
So now I'm the one doing the propaganda, not the one who came and misled us in Parliament.
No, but I'm giving you the reasons why it didn't happen.
So fellow Ghanaians, when these people come and talking big, grandiose, the 2,000 mega, we need 1 million panels.
He said, what was the promise?
We've seen all of this.
What was the promise?
He said, by the following year,
2020.
Yes, Jubilee is going solar, and all government buildings, they're projecting 200 to 300 megawatts. I can't forget. Okay. You know, it was one of my favorite, lines in his numerous messages on the state of the nation.
But I don't see that. I don't see that.
They're going solar. He was talking big, and they're going to migrate all the public houses, including the residential.
Nana, you remember
it's really
Nana, you should be reporting to us, accounting to the Ghanaian people. Why you didn't achieve, and why after such a spectacular
promise
failure,
okay.
we should believe another round of grandiose, solar claims.
But you see, Samuel Kujeto, we are talking about a private company putting up 50 megawatts
contracted by Bui Power Authority.
Yeah, and Bui itself has another maybe how much?
55
megawatts of solar. Then another 50 megawatts
when completed.
So it can be done. It is not an impossibility.
So why did you miss your target?
It is not an impossibility.
You always come and
so if Akufo-Addo had said, I'm going to do this, and according to he hasn't been able to do it, so it means it's not possible?
Oh, according to me. Are you using solar at STC?
Was STC part of the promise?
Yeah, he said including all government buildings. Oh. Doc, I'm surprised that you don't remember this.
No, but we don't say you are.
Oh, I'm not disputing what you're saying.
2019 is, but I'm saying. Don't worry about it. We agree. We agree.
Jubilee House will also be powered, as from August this year, by solar energy. In fact, government's target is to install up to 200 megawatts distributed solar power by 2030 for all government buildings. To reduce the liabilities on ECG.
Sammy, Randy, I remember that I was sitting in Parliament, so I remember it.
Yes.
That we're told that all public buildings were going to have their own prepaid meters. And this was made, I think, 2009. Because I was sitting in Parliament at that time. And I had just come out of working in a public building from the ministry. So when that promise was made at the State of the Nation address in 2009, I took particular attention that all public buildings were going to have prepaid meters. So we're going to cut down on the misuse. But it's water under the bridge.
Hey.
Going forward.
Apparently, there was a $1.4 million project.
Yes. We spent.
Because I'm just reading a Joe Online
Which
report.
One? Yeah, cost of what?
Power generation at the seat of government, Jubilee House, is to go solar as government's renewable energy drive takes shape. The $1.4 million project, when completed in June, and this was 1st of February 2020. So beyond the 2019, so 2019 State of the Nation.
Yeah.
So this was 1st of February 2020 when Honorable Amewu was
the then energy minister.
But I'm told that when you go to Jubilee House, the carports, you will see solar panels on the carports. But as to how much it generates and whether.
But what I'm saying is that.
So apparently, it was supposed to be a $1.4 million project.
You know,
and maybe
they will make sure that the money is put aside even before.
Okay. But maybe
they start the project.
I don't know
if
there are no solar facilities at Jubilee House.
I'm sure there are panels on the carport.
Randy, it's quite it's way beyond time that all public buildings would have solar capacity. Because they'll be fed into the grid, the need for huge batteries to store would be limited. You see, solar will give you all your lighting, your fridge, your air conditioners will be powered, free.
Nana, we all know this. You see, the concern that we have as a people is on that talk, so much talk.
But as we speak,
it never matches with the delivery.
Yes. But as we speak, politicians are still talking. Are they not talking?
There's too much
talk. And so, if you had said, I mean, when he was going on, I thought he was going to say that, Baumia had promised something and he didn't do it. But you said the president promised and he hadn't done it.
So it's no longer an Akufo-Addo Baumia government.
Have you gone to Jubilee House of late to check if there's a no solar facility? Because you're talking of 2020. And Randy is saying that some commitment was made.
$1.4 million. Yeah.
It was an announcement.
It was an announcement.
Yes.
But you can't be sure of the
delivery. It was an announcement. But he's also referring to what the president told the nation.
Yes. Yes. And said they will move all. If it has worked, you should be able to tell us.
No problem.
You work at STC, public institution.
Yes.
The president told us that Jubilee House first. All of the others will be
agree that
be migrated.
Let's agree for now that it hasn't been done. Does it mean that it cannot be done? Because as we speak,
what it means is that we cannot trust these same people to do it. That's simply
who are you going to trust? Because
we can't trust you guys.
You people, you haven't
it's all about big talk, no action.
You people, what do you have for solar in your manifesto?
It's all about big talk.
What do you have for solar in your manifesto?
It's all about big talk.
You didn't even mention it.
Who told you that?
Where is it? What do you have for solar? Tell us.
I'm sure that they will find something.
Let me. I have your. The last time you gave me. No, he gave me his that thing.
Manifesto.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if let me refer to see.
We are looking for your solar panels that you promised us. The solar panels you promised us at Jubilee House and all public institutions. Yeah. That's what we are looking for.
Show me what you have for solar.
All right. So
during the break, show me.
We'll be back. We'll be back powered by solar and hydro and thermal, and we'll be dealing with Galamsey.
You have a code. You still will stop if I can.
Do you know someone who's making a difference in your community? Someone whose selfless actions and dedication to helping others deserves recognition? Then it's time to celebrate these incredible individuals on MTN Heroes of Change.
It's time to nominate those selfless individuals to win 100,000 Ghana cedis and other cash prizes and be crowned MTN Hero of Change. You can also nominate a blogger or someone in the digital space and any of the media houses to win our new category of Digital Hero and Media Hero of Change. Just fill an online nomination form at mtn.com mpm.gh or send a WhatsApp with a 1-minute video of your nominee's project on 055-141-1122. Deadline for nominations is 18th October 2024, so don't waste time. Nominate your hero now.
MTN Heroes of Change. Be the change you wish to see.
Experience the enhanced protection of Star Motor Third Party Extra from Star Assurance, an enhanced motor third party insurance policy that provides cover for loss or damage to your vehicle's windscreens, side mirrors, back glass, and other glass components. Whether it's a crack or major damage, you can drive with the assurance that your vehicle is well protected. Our commitment to you includes affordable coverage options and a claims process that is both fast and straightforward, so you spend less time dealing with paperwork and more time on the road. Also, we have proudly partnered with Hope for Little Lives, an organization dedicated to supporting children in need. By choosing Star Motor Third Party Extra, you're protecting your vehicle and making a positive impact. Every policy you buy helps bring joy and support to children in underserved communities. Reach out to us now on our toll-free numbers 0800-177-177 or 0302-245-906 to sign up. Let us help you drive with peace of mind and purpose. Star Motor Third Party Extra. Drive with confidence, give back with heart.
Star Assurance, your solid partner.
Using Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture, brought to you by Koa Research and Manufacturing Limited Company, proudly made in Ghana, formulated to support your general well-being. For those seeking immune system support, there is Koa Plus Mixture. Support your body's defenses and stay strong. When it comes to combating malaria, Koa MT Mixture will aid your treatments. For effective relief from malaria symptoms, try Koa MT Mixture. Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture are not recommended for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 12 years. Always take a malaria test before using Koa MT Mixture. Choose Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture for your health needs. Available now at pharmacies nationwide. For bulk purchases, contact 0244-726611 or 0591-565-778. This advert is
Choose the perfect prize every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes. All to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18.
Apomode wonsem yemfen diagro enunti nese wonom edebapa nko Exodus moringa capsules ene Exodus dandelion capsules efi Exodus ebusuyanum na ebeboa wa pomodem emu bia wo benya no betimi aboa nanso se wonye tu no a wo betimi andom abo na ebeboa papa se wonom Exodus moringa capsules ne Exodus dandelion capsules eboa mamojadi efusani yie na fe ebusi wo immune system no na kwetia yarewa hodo minimi ye se ni padodo na nim dia moringa etimi ye na dandelion so yenim enunti menkasa bebre enye ma pemfo ana abatan a oma enifo ana abofra onya emfidumi Exodus ehua dance die dos.
Welcome to Rehoboth Palms, Ayimensa, where your future home is taking shape. Discover a community like no other, designed for families and individuals seeking comfort and connection. Enjoy a host of amenities, including a swimming pool, tennis courts, kids playground, and serene sitting areas, all designed for your enjoyment. Embrace the opportunity to be part of this vibrant community with flexible installment plans available. Your dream home is waiting at Rehoboth Palms, Ayimensa, where every moment is a promise of home and affordable luxury. Visit us today at 145 North Legon, Accra. Call us on +233 244 764 499 or +2 033-204-950-810. For our UK clients, you can reach us on +44 190 853 3149 or +44 791 737 6631 or visit www.rehobothpropertiesgh.com to learn more. A community like no other. Welcome to Rehoboth Ayemensa.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, you get an 8K. Get a packing from your Pokemon. Hey, wait.
You go put it on his tab. This is my man. Good luck.
Hey, Bill Radio. We are star 712. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And now with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Let me choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
Maybe straight to option 4. Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey,
tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply. Energy drink.
How can we solve the unemployment crisis in Ghana? Yes, Massa.
By using formula 133.
Can you expatiate?
Say, this simply means 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. That is the Mahama 24-hour economy policy. Under this policy, businesses will be given tax incentives, cheaper electricity, financial support, and security support services to encourage them to work 24/7 by adopting 3 work shifts of 8 hours each. This will triple job opportunities in the country. This policy will boost production, increase productivity, and generate well-paying jobs in all participating businesses and public organizations. Ejumanu Obi Afeyebi.
Excellent. The 24-hour policy will be a game changer.
Vote for change. Vote for John Mahama and the NDC.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. Still me on the show. I have Nana Komi and Samuel Kujato Ablakwa. With Betway, you're guaranteed to get more chances to play. Betway's Pick Your Prize lets you choose your preferred promotion to make the perfect sports bet every week, from payout boost to cashback. Plus, you also stand a chance to choose your own prize, from vouchers to electronics. and the grand prize of an airline ticket. Visit betway.com.gh to find out more. Terms and conditions apply. This is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. And Lift and Elevators says that enjoying the fruits of your labor is as important as enjoying the mansions of your labor. The pains of climbing the stairs or not exercising could be challenging irrespective of your age. But worry no more, because they have got you covered with the best portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators on the market today. It's a simple self-supported elevator for both homes and offices, and guess what? It can lift your goods too. Wheelchairs can fit in, and they come in 3 custom-made models. It's affordable and can be installed within 3 days. Visit Lift and Elevators at Sakumon or just call them on 0200-535-515 or send a mail to elevatorsgh@gmail.com for consultations and the best solutions in easy vertical movements. Okay. So, Center Spread Ghanaian Times. Lawrence Vomafa Akpalu reports the hundreds of protesters yesterday started a 3-day demonstration in Accra to demand an end to illegal mining and the release of 53 Democracy Hub members arrested during a similar protest about 2 weeks ago. Led by the National Coalition Against Galamsey, they walked from the Okponglo bus stop near the University of Ghana Sports Stadium through Shiashi, the Airport Junction, Kaukudi Junction, Kanda Ministries, and ended at the frontage of Accra Sports Stadium. At the Ministries, the protesters who started the 8-hour demonstration that covered about 15 kilometers made a stopover at the Office of Attorney General and Ministry of Justice to present a petition. One of the protest conveners, Brownson Adachi, who co-signed the petition signed with other conveners including Kamri Tego and Efa Mpim, presented a document. The spokesperson of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Isaac Wilberforce, received the petition on behalf of the Sector Minister Godfrey Adame. And clad in red and black, the protesters carried placards with inscription, "When rivers die, communities die. Corruption fuels Galamsey. Clean water or quick gold. Free the demonstrators and jail the Galamseyers. Greed is killing the nation. President, your silence means you're supporting them. No to infringements. End Galamsey now." And personnel at Ghana Police Service were at hand to provide security for the demonstration, which was peaceful and interspersed by the singing of patriotic and national songs. And cited by the Ghanaian Times, the petition accused the police of continual refusal to provide a list of the police stations where the arrested persons were being held. In spite of repeated requests by their lawyers, family members, non-governmental organizations, and sections of the general public, it alleged that actions of the police as it continued to detain the arrested persons violate their fundamental rights and freedoms as guaranteed by the Constitution. It made a number of demands, including the call on the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice to enter a nolli prosequi, bringing the trial of the arrested protesters to an end. It also asked the AG to order the immediate release of the arrested protesters currently in the police custody and take administrative steps to investigate the abuse of arrest and prosecutorial powers by the police and the Office of the AG. And the prosecutors want the Office of the AG to enact and implement an internal policy for the purpose of training officers of the Ghana Police Service on the rights and freedoms of persons during and after protests, as well as the proper handling of arrested persons. And so we urge you to treat this petition with the urgency it deserves. All right. Now, in a related development, we know that organized labor has announced a strike action beginning on the 10th of October. Yes. Okay. And what will be historic, the Catholic Church has also announced a spiritual walk, a demonstration against Galamsey. Yes. Okay, now, President Akufo-Addo has appealed to organized labor to reconsider its planned strike, emphasizing its commitment to addressing their concerns regarding illegal mining, which is wreaking havoc on the environment. The appeal came during a closed-door meeting yesterday with union leaders, where the urgent need for decisive action against illegal mining was a central topic of discussion. And sources from the meeting revealed that President Akufo-Addo requested organized labor to postpone its strike, asking for additional time to work on their demands. Organized labor has expressed frustration over what it perceives as the government's insufficient commitment to combat illegal mining, which has led to widespread environmental degradation. The unions believe that urgent measures are necessary to address this critical issue and safeguard Ghana's natural resources. Analysts have warned that a nationwide strike by organized labor could have severe repercussions, potentially bringing various sectors of the economy to a standstill. The threat of disruption underscores the urgency of the situation and the necessity for a swift resolution. In light of the ongoing tensions, President Akufo-Addo has promised to invite organized labor for another meeting next week to further discuss their demands and explore solutions. But the former director of the Ghana School of Law, Kweku Ansansari, has called on organized labor to dismiss President Akufo-Addo's plea to abandon their planned nationwide strike against illegal mining. He expressed disappointment in the president's handling of the Galamsey crisis and urged labor leaders to proceed with their protests as scheduled. He made the president made the appeal and all that. But Ansansari, however, criticized the president's response to Galamsey, accusing him of not keeping his earlier promise to tackle the issue with the seriousness it deserves. He reminded Ghanaians of Akufo-Addo's pledge to put his presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey, arguing that the president has not lived up to his commitment. On assumption of office, he said he would put his presidency on the line and said should he fail the Galamsey fight, he would pay for it. We've asked him to apologize, but he hasn't apologized. He has only 8 weeks to end his tenure, and by now he should have allowed his vice, Dr. Bawumia, to assume the reins of government. He shouldn't be asking organized labor to do anything. He has not been sincere. You will not keep any promise that you give within the next 8 weeks. So as far as I'm concerned, organized labor should proceed with a timetable. And Professor Ransford Jampo, president of the University of Ghana chapter of UTAG, has dismissed the president's invitation to organized labor. He's described it as needless and bogus. He accused the government of acting in bad faith and lacking courtesy in its handling of issues with organized labor. He expressed frustration with the government's approach, calling it predictable, needless, and bogus. Anytime labor goes into an agreement with them, and for some reason they can't meet the terms, they don't even have the courtesy to tell us that they cannot meet our demands. We knew this is what they will be doing. It is so unproductive that they know what to do and they will not do it, but go and call you somewhere to discuss issues. They always want to talk to leaders and not problems. That is needless and bogus. And it's also justified a decision to give a week's notice before the strike. He says the window created was to allow all the other unions that make up organized labor to adequately prepare and follow due process. People who do not know how organized labor operates say, why didn't we declare the strike immediately? But organized labor is made up of other unions. And so it is appropriate that we inform those unions appropriately before a major strike. There are various processes that are taken before a strike, and that is why we are giving a 1 week window. Now, gentlemen, let me start off with you. I mean, we can deal with the issues of protesters, and I'm also told that there's your colleague in Parliament, the Honorable Javier Sosu, MP for Medina, has also filed something in court.
Human rights.
Yes, on behalf of 33 of the protesters. Okay. Now, labor, organized labor, in August, end of August, gave government 3 conditions to meet. One was that declare a state of emergency at all the places where there's mining in the forest reserve and water bodies. They didn't ask for a state of emergency in all mining areas in Ghana. They didn't ask for a state of emergency in Ghana. They said water bodies and forest reserves. That's where they asked for the state of emergency. Then they asked for a repeal of the law that gives the president the power to assign mining leases in forest reserves. They asked for a repeal of that. Then they asked for a setup of specialized courts to deal with issues of illegal mining. These were the 3 conditions. And they gave government 1 month to act on these issues. Otherwise, they went back on a strike action. Government response was to set up a 5-member ministerial committee. We know of the highly publicized meeting at Alisa with organized labor that they told us they had a fruitful discussion but was inconclusive. Then the 1 month lapsed and organized labor issued a statement informing us of a demonstration 11 days on. Then we're told that yesterday they called them into another meeting. The president is asking for more time to address their issues, and that another meeting is scheduled for next week or so. That's the report that we are getting. My question really, what is it about these three demands?
So the courts, the repeal, and what?
And the declaration of state of emergency at the forest reserves and water bodies. What is it about these 3 requests that a 1 month notice could not resolve? A further 11-day notice is unable to resolve, and we keep engaging, talking about them. What is it about these 3 requests?
Look, Doc, let us not mince words. Let us not beat around the bush. The Akufo-Addo-Bawumia government has absolutely no commitment in confronting head-on this existential threat we face, the mass murder that is going on. The government, the Akufo-Addo-Bawumia government, is complicit, is neck deep, and they simply do not care. That is the only explanation to what has been happening over the last many weeks. If you have any doubt about this conclusion I have drawn, listen to their leading members. Listen to Dr. Ayu Efriye, Bawumia's Middle Belt Campaign Coordinator, a medical doctor, the chair of Parliament's Health Committee. The irony, say that they are not going to ban galamsey today or tomorrow. All those making those demands, including organized labor, should forget it. Dr. Ayu Efriye, prominent member of the Bawumia campaign.
He says the tape has been doctored.
Look, they should treat us with respect and candor. Every media, this was a public event. It was not some secret recording.
That's it.
Public event, speaking on stage, public event. I have followed the media reports of multiple media houses, TV3, GH1, Metro, Joy News, all those who covered the event came out with the same reportage. What is this business of it's been doctored? Instead of Dr. Bawumia, if he's really committed to the fight against galamsey, firing him. Look, in other jurisdictions where leaders respect the people, this chap will have been fired. The refusal to fire him will mark the end of your campaign. In other jurisdictions, you remember President Obama's pastor, Pastor Wright, when the American people said that, look, he's becoming so divisive, his sermons are really not uniting the nation, and he has become, and he didn't even, he was not this reckless. The Obamas issued a statement apologizing to the American people and distancing themselves, and said that they are finding a new church. Can you believe that? Here, such reckless statements. The leadership of the MPP is silent. Actually, I have seen them defending him. There was another MPP MP who spoke to City News and said that, hey, we will lose our seats. We are afraid of losing our seat. So your seat is more important than our lives. Material things, political seats in mining areas is more important, more valuable than human lives. What do these people take us for? In the face of the mass murder going on, Ghana Water has issued a statement that the turbidity levels are at an all-time high. They cannot even process water. That in the next 2 to 3 years, if this continues, we will have to be importing water. That's what the Ghana Water Company has said. And you have a president who simply doesn't care, who will not even go back to the promise he made to us and tell us why, after assuring this country that he will put his presidency on the line, why he has so abysmally failed. He will not even account to us. Doc, let me shock you this morning. If you had any doubt about how reckless this government is, my latest interceptions.
Hey.
Will you believe that in the face of all of what is going on, Akufo-Addo Bawumia appointees, DCs, are still registering mining companies, grabbing mining licenses. And the work we have done, these are licenses in forests where there are water bodies. In the face of what is going on, can you believe that? The DC for Impoho, Ignatius Asa Mensah, registered a company called JK Sem Mining on the 18th of October 2023. Immediately after the registration, a month after, 17 November 2023, he applied for a mining concession. In his district, the head of DISEC, who should be fighting Galamsey and going after, I don't think that even if you want to do legal mine, DC, you should be allowed in the face of what is going on. He says he wants to join them, join the fray. DC, Odumasi K9 in Poho, that's where his mining concession is. And guess when he has been asked to start his operations? 9th August 2024. 9th August. This period, the people we are relying on, heads of DISEC, fight Galamsey for us. They are joining the fray. That is not all. MC for Memphis East, Frederick Crunchy. His company is Kofreze Construction and Engineering Limited, incorporated 7 April 2017. He also, seeing how lucrative and how impotent the president is on this matter, decides to join the fray, puts in his application 17 January 2023. He started his mining operations 21st March 2024. This year, March this year. DCs, MCs. And I have not even gone to what the Fourth Estate did weeks ago, which exposed others, the likes of Sampine and others. Wound to me and those. I've not even touched those. These are new entrants joining the fray. Can you believe that? This year, March, August. So,
last week, the documentation that you gave us in the reportage, you saw the release from the authorities that you got your facts wrong.
Yeah, the Lands Ministry.
Yeah, but you got your facts wrong.
They have been exposed. I put out more evidence. They couldn't come back. They claim that the presidential daughters ambulance cabal, that they registered their company in 2008. That's what the Lands Ministry said. That their records at the Minerals Commission. If you want record on company incorporation, where do you go to? Is it Minerals Commission you go to? You go to the Office of the Registrar of Companies. I have documents from the Office of the Registrar of Companies. The articles of incorporation. And it was incorporated in 2014, not 2008. They peddled blatant falsehood. The other falsehood, which they peddled, they said that they obtained their license in 2012. It's not true. Their own Ghana Mining Repository. 2023, 2024 operations. It's not true. In 2012, the company didn't exist. The Presidential Daughters Ambulance Cabal, their company, the Elite Mining, it didn't exist. So, look, they should stop provoking us with these concoctions, these blatant lies. They should stop it. They should just stop it. In any case, the Lands Ministry, whose side are they supposed to be on? Are they supposed to be issuing 3-page statement defending?
They're supposed to be on the side of the truth.
The side of the truth and the side of the Ghanaian people. Not on the side of elite. Go to the Kwai Brem district. I have been there. I put out the cadastral maps. clear river bodies going the forest area. They had no business mining there. Absolutely no business. Those are the facts. They are irrefutable. They are indisputable.
Well, your reference to forest and river and things, sorry, let me just chip in this. The Achime Buakwa Traditional Council has announced plans to reclaim all lands affected by mining activities and left with abandoned open pits, returning them to the stool. Speaking at the debate of chiefs and the people of the Jasi division in Achime Buakwa State, Dochini, Osajifo Appointee of Orepeni voiced his concern over the health risk posed by illegal mining activities and the numerous open pits left behind. He stressed that the Traditional Council will take charge of the reclamation process, ensuring that the lands are restored and permanently returned to the community, emphasizing the importance of protecting both the environment and the health of the people. Quote, any landowner who releases his or her land to a miner stands the chance of losing it for life if the miners do not reclaim the land after mining. We shall look for resources and reclaim those lands and hold the interest in those lands, and nobody can do anything about it. Today, some new babies are born with deformities, some without hands. This is Ochini speaking. Today, some new babies are born with deformities, some without hands, eyes, and all forms of deformities due to the toxic nature of the chemicals left in our waters and land. People come here to mine, destroy our lands, and leave to their hometowns to enjoy. And you sit here as landowners and continue to release your lands for illegal miners. It's unthinkable. End of quote. This is Ochini speaking.
Yeah. And interestingly, the presidential daughter's ambulance cabal, elite mining, is in Achim Techiman. That's Achim area. I'm glad that the Ochihini is standing up. And our chiefs will have to help us. We can't count on this president. Look at what the president's appointees are doing. I don't know if you saw, I was reflecting on this matter, and I put out a 15-point plan that I would have thought that any president really committed to resolving this crisis would do. I'll just read through quickly. 1, any president committed to resolving this crisis, 1, should have immediately instructed the Attorney General and the IGP to discontinue the unconstitutional harassment of the anti-Galamsey protesters. That's the first thing you do. Number 2, sack all regional ministers who have failed to prevent Galamsey as chairs of their respective regional security councils. Number 3, sack all MMDCs who have failed to stop Galamsey as chairs of their metropolitan, municipal, and district security councils. That's what you do. You don't allow them a pass to now. So now those who are not doing it feel that they are being left out. So as you see the latest development from Impoho and Amenfi East, the DCs and the MCs are joining the fray. Why? They think that, look, if others, to me and the rest, are being encouraged, why not also join the fray? And that's what is going on. Number 4, reshuffle the ministers responsible for lands and natural resources, environment, science, technology, and innovation, national security, defense, and the interior, and various agency heads under these ministries, particularly the Environmental Protection Agency, the Minerals Commission, for their spectacular failure and alarming betrayal. That's what any committed president will have done, not calling for useless meetings. This is not the time for calling for meetings. After many months of this mass murder that is going on. 5, recall all police commanders and national security operatives in Galamsey enclaves for their complicit conduct in terribly letting the nation down. That's what any committed president will have done. 6, impose a 5-year ban on all forms of small-scale mining through legislation under a certificate of urgency. 7, deploy the Ghana Armed Forces to protect our river bodies and forests under a new paradigm which eliminates political partisan control. When you deploy the soldiers, don't tell them to report to these complicit DCs and all of that. They should be strictly under their military command, no political interference. Let them do their job. 8, immediately stop the issuance of new mining licenses. We have proven here on this show the rate at which new licenses are being issued, including the new ones that these DCEs have gone for. 9, carry out a shake-up at Ghana's embassy in China and put in place an extremely strict criteria for the issuance of Ghanaian visas to Chinese nationals. 10, launch an aggressive scientific Green Ghana program to restore and regenerate our river bodies, embark on massive afforestation and reclamation of all Galamsey lands. 11, provide free comprehensive medical screening and treatment for all Ghanaians affected and exposed to the health dangers of Galamsey. As the Ochihene is telling us, we have to be concerned about the plight of all of these victims of Galamsey. 12, impose hefty fines on all small-scale mining companies found to have violated our responsible mining laws, and use the funds collected for environmental regeneration, public health assistance, and water treatment support. Are we going to allow these reckless miners to go scot-free? Last week, I revealed that Elite Minerals, they are not even paying their required taxes. Over 53 million in profits. They just reluctantly, after many protests, letters from the GRA, paid only 132,000 cedis. So even this claim that we are benefiting economically from these reckless miners, we are not. We are not. Number 13, agree on a roadmap to ensure that after the 5-year environmental recovery ban of small-scale mining, there should be established a state-owned company to be solely responsible for small-scale mining. Small-scale mining by private companies should be proscribed. I know that this may sound too radical or controversial, but really, this mining going on by private interests have not helped our country. 14, the state-owned company would then employ only Ghanaians from the communities where they will be mining and will further guarantee competitive working conditions for all workers. The state-owned mining company will also be legally obliged to pay acceptable royalties to traditional leaders and engage in community empowerment initiatives. 15, revoke LI 2462 and pass new legislation to make it illegal for politicians and any other person to engage in the advocacy and promotion of Galamsey, and impose stiff sanctions for those caught violating the law. I mean, so simple. These 15 action points, any committed president, and if you do these things, everybody will see you are genuinely committed. And it's not difficult to do. You can do this in a day. It's not difficult. It's not about calling meetings. Look, let me salute the resilience of organized labor, the religious organizations who have all joined the fray, young activists. I want to salute the demonstrators yesterday who will be demonstrating for 3 days. Yesterday, they show that the Ghanaian people cannot be cowed into submission. If they thought that what they are doing to the protesters will keep young people off the streets and will keep young people cowed and intimidated, the young people of our country demonstrated yesterday that they cannot be silenced, and I salute them. Look, what the police have done. You know what they've done to the protesters? They have spread them across so many police stations. So many police cells across the capital. We have been, trying to visit and all of that, and the stress, and it's all deliberate. They want to break them. But I want to commend them for their resistance. I've been reading their statements. Yesterday, I was so touched by what Amma Governor wrote in her own handwriting. She has a beautiful handwriting, very clear-minded, sharp-minded activist and patriot. And I'm so happy to read from them and to know that they are not, they have not been broken. Then I also read from Felicity. Comrade Felicity is also doing very well, and she's really in high spirits. And Baka Vomawo and others, I'm really impressed with their resilience. But Doc, I must touch on the extreme provocations from MPP officials on this matter. The extreme provocations. You heard Dr. Ayu Efriye say that it is the NDC that is importing.
He didn't say the NDC. He said Kwabrani. Kwabrani, is that the correct pronunciation?
Kwabrani, an individual.
The Kwabrani na something like this. He said something. They didn't mention the NDC as.
Yeah, but it means the political opponents. That's all, because he said that is people want to win elections. Who is in the contest? Who wants to win election? And that they have done some polls that show that they are winning 18 more seats in parliament, and that we are where in parliament. You know, so he was clearly talking about political opponents. You know, and you see, when these people are talking, they don't even realize that they are advertising their gross incompetence. You are the government. You control the national security apparatus of our country. Opposition people who don't have military, they don't have police, they don't have immigration, nothing, are importing bad guys to come and do galamsey. You can't arrest them. And you cannot make a show of how criminal, how devious these opposition elements are. And you are standing on a public stage advertising your incompetence as a government. Why should we trust you to remain in power if you can't stop bad guys being imported into this country to kill all of us? Then why should we keep you there as commander-in-chief of the armed forces? Why? Then I conclude on the other provocative statement by Richard Ayagba, the NPP communication director. I couldn't believe what I was reading.
What has he said?
He put out a message on social media, on X, yesterday, saying that the NDC, is it true that the NDC has given the leadership of organized labor 400,000 cedis?
Are you sure it is
Can you believe that?
Are you sure it is account?
His account. I mean, I also had to go and check. I was so shocked. I had to go and check. I mean, incredible. This is what he wrote. Is it true that the leadership of organized labor received 400,000?
Are you sure it is his account?
400. Yes, it is account. It's there right now. Viewers can go and check. It's there. Is it true that the leadership of organized labor received 400,000 cedis donation from the NDC? If it is true, is organized labor raising funds for anything? If yes, have they approached other political parties for donations? If organized labor is not raising funds, what informed the NDC's donation? How is the NDC's donation related to organized labor's sudden anti-galamsey advocacy? Can you believe that? Sudden anti-galamsey. It's him. I've checked.
I'm not sure.
I have checked. I went on his page. I've checked. I mean, it's incredible.
No, I'm not sure.
The level of provocation.
I'm not sure.
Huh? Related to organized labor. Sudden anti. Yes, it's there.
But I see something Daily Guide, something under. What does that mean?
Yeah, so Daily Guide put out that story that that NDC is paying organized labor. There was some publication to that effect.
Daily Guide published something like that.
Yes, yes, and that's what he was
sharing. Daily Guide network?
Yeah, the online version
of Daily Guide. Oh, okay.
Let me continue, Doc. I mean, it's just shocking.
You are sure Richard wrote this?
Yes, he said if organized labor is not raising funds.
Are you sure he wrote it?
He did. But it's there. It's been published. He hasn't issued a disclaimer. It's there. He actually had time to take on when people were saying that go and pull this down. Why will you do this? He was taking them on.
Hey.
Oh yes. It got really nasty, and he was continuing. You know, attacking others who were telling him that this is in bad taste. Let me continue. It says, if organized labor is not raising funds, what informed the NDC's donation? How is the NDC's donation related to organized labor's sudden anti-galamsey advocacy and the subsequent declaration of a nationwide strike? Is it a mere coincidence, or is there more to it? I would vouch for organized labor, but that won't be enough because it smells fishy. Galamsey is a menace. Let's not politicize the fight to defeat it. I mean, can you believe this?
Okay, so labor. I've been sent his post.
Yes.
Okay. That's at R.A. Ayagba.
Yes.
Okay. DailyGuideNetwork.com / organized labor.
Isn't that what's on the screen? Or this is a different one?
I've not seen what's on the screen.
Oh, that one? This one?
Yes. So he asked 1, 2, 3, 4 questions and then had 2 other questions. So 6 questions in all. So this is his verified.
Yes, his verified account. I mean, incredible.
Is it true that the leadership of organized labor received the 400? He said questions. Is it true that the leadership of organized labor received 400,000 donation from the NDC? If it is true, is organized labor raising funds for anything? 3, if yes, have they approached other political parties for donations? 4, If organized labor is not raising funds, what informed the NDC's donation? Then it comes to 2 after the 4. How is the NDC's donation related to organized labor's sudden anti-Galamsey advocacy? Sudden. And the subsequent declaration of a nationwide strike. 3. Is it a mere coincidence or there's more to it?
I mean, how can you do this? How can look at all this organized labor, the Christian Council.
Okay. Now, Randy, let me start from there.
Yes.
Samuel Kujeto and the Ministry of
Lands.
So Sami comes out with some accusations about some registration of companies, the people in the company, the activities they are engaged in. The ministry then responds and says that all that Samuel Kujeto is saying are lies. Then Samuel Kujeto comes back and says, no, all that the ministry is saying are lies. So there are accusations, counter-accusations, accusations of falsehood, and accusations of I just get tired.
Why do you get tired?
Because there is no, it's just everybody sitting in their little corner and issuing statements. Where does the public interest get served? Who is speaking the truth?
Okay, so I've read both sides.
Yes.
Okay.
My point is that...
Now, I use just one example. One example.
My document.
If Okujeto says that a company was set up at this time, and it puts out documents from the Register of Companies, and the ministry comes and says it is not true. However, interestingly, the ministry then refers to documents from the Minerals Commission to tell us about incorporation of a company. I have a problem with it.
Okay. I don't have a problem with whatever they are putting out. I'm saying, where do we find the truth? You see? And every time these things happen, I say, can there be a forum, whether Parliament or a proper forum, where
what would be a proper forum?
Well, in this case, it will be Parliament. It will be Parliament.
To do what?
To go into the matter, get the two parties together and find out who's speaking the truth or not. Because as we speak, it's just accusations and counter-accusations. Because the ministry too will say that the documents that the Kujeto put out are not correct. I get tired of it. Okay, now let me comment on these protectors that Samuel was going on. I don't hear Samuel Kujeto and his collaborators talking about the behavior of those protesters. All they are talking about is that the response to their behavior has been high-handed. That's what they are talking about. But the provocation that those protesters engage in, you don't hear Samuel Kujeto and his friends talking about it. That is where the problem is. The people haven't even shown remorse. I haven't seen or read any statement from them showing remorse for what they did. Why? The NDC had a demonstration which was probably 100 times bigger than what those democracy people did. A couple of days earlier, nationwide. Was anybody arrested? Because the demonstration did not break any law. In fact, just yesterday, we were talking about another demonstration, also against Galamsey. Have you heard of any repercussion?
No.
So those people, the democracy have, the protest that they did, where they went and took keys from police cars, where they blocked roads. I mean, you are demonstrating against Galamsey, fine. And you go and block access to a hospital? I don't understand it. That level of provocation. And you block people from going to the hospital. And what were you doing on the blocked roads? Playing gutter to gutter on the roads that you blocked. And telling people that we won't let you go to the hospital. We will let you to suffer in the face. I was reading this thing up yesterday about one man who says he lost his child as a result of the blockage. Now, I also read another family who said they were delivering food and medicine to their sick relative, and they had to go and pack at Accra Girls and walk. Now, you are insisting on your democratic rights, but you won't let others enjoy their rights. I don't understand it. Clearly, they misbehave big time. And all we are being told is that the court has remanded them for 2 weeks, and that's too harsh. What about what they did? If they even showed remorse, all of us could join and plead. But no. The chap who was running around with the police keys and so on, I understand that the next day he says he's sick and had to go to hospital. And yet they denied people access to hospital. So, Samuel Kujato, advise them. I'm sure they are your friends.
So, now what about the innocent persons? Those who just happen to be in the vicinity, but were picked up and are still in cells?
If they are innocent people,
yes,
they are innocent. And the system should be able to show their innocence and take them out. It's a soup. In soup, you can get a couple of innocent. Look, if somebody comes into, they say some criminal or somebody wanted by the police, runs into this building, and they say he's entered the studio, and the police comes here and they see 4 or 5 of us in this studio, they'll take all of us. Later on, they'll say, oh, you are the Randy Abbey. Oh, okay. You are the so-so, you are the so-so. By a soup, they will drag all kinds of people in who may be innocent. And so the system should be such that if those people are really not part of it, they should be. But I'm talking of the organizers of the demonstrators what video are you showing? Oh, that's what you are showing. The behavior is completely out of order. Like I've said, the NDC had a much, much bigger demonstration.
Yeah, but we saw the person who picked the key. If you want to prosecute the person for that as an offense, go ahead and prosecute him. Remand is not a punishment. People are not supposed to be punished.
What I agree with you.
Yes.
I mean, why would an innocent person?
And
but I'm saying
you send people to court on misdemeanor charges.
Yes.
And you believe that the right thing is to remand them for 2 weeks.
The right thing for who?
For the judge.
Oh, you mean the judge did wrong?
Yes. That's my belief.
Why?
Because
did he infringe some law?
Look, in exercising discretion.
Was the judge wrong?
On a charge of misdemeanor.
The judge is wrong.
That's what I believe.
Yes.
That's what I believe.
It's a violation of Article 296
That's what I
of the
believe.
Constitution.
Oh.
It's a violation of Article 296 of the Constitution.
If the judge, you believe the judge did wrong, have you appealed?
They have.
You have appealed?
They have. They are in court. There are all kinds of legal processes.
Okay. If the judge, because
yesterday,
if the judge,
there was a story, the Attorney General, when he was addressing the magistrates and others. Yes, he condemned the protesters and all they did and all that, and then taxed the prosecution, the police. In this case, he said the police. You know, initially, we were even told the police said that it's the Attorney General that's doing the prosecution.
Yes.
But the Attorney General, in speaking, said that the police, that at the next adjourned date, they should make sure that those who didn't have anything to do with the thing are exempted from the processes, and then the issue of bail and all that.
I read that.
But Randy, if the call is that there have been innocent people and they've been caught up in the soup and those people should be freed, there will be no problem. What we are hearing is that the response to them is high-handed, that the 2 weeks remand is high-handed.
Because remand is not a punishment.
But that is the judgment of the court. If you have a problem with the judgment of the court, you appeal.
Right. So are you suggesting that people cannot comment about the decision of the court?
Oh, ask for comment is free.
Because nobody is saying, nobody is saying that.
Ask for comment.
Nobody is saying that the court cannot jail a person.
I am not commenting on the judgment of the court. I'm commenting on the thuggery that these demonstrators showed on the streets. And you don't hear that in the commentary by people like Samuel Kujato and so on. Or they're presenting these people as people who were just going about their normal demonstration and then they were arrested. But you know that is not the truth. Because you did a demonstration far, far bigger. Nobody was arrested.
No, my fascination with all of this, I have condemned what they did. I said, look, these foolish
You have?
Okay. From day one. But my point is that, you see, when I hear talks like this, to be honest, with the greatest respect, and I say, look, what we saw, somebody go into a police park, took the key. Somebody chases him, he throws it down. The police go and pick their key. Look, they blocked the road. Somebody says they were taking food to a sick person. They couldn't have access. Yes, we condemn all those things. But the justification that we give for what has happened as a result of these actions, as against what the people were demonstrating over. And the fact that we were unable to even show 0.00001% of the outrage, the indignation.
Randy, you are
all these police deployed.
Can I? You are totally wrong.
They don't know where the Galamsey sites are.
I am not.
They don't know where the Galamsey sites
are.
You mean if you have a justifiable cause,
yes,
you can do anything.
I haven't said that.
That's what you're saying.
You heard me rightly. I started by saying that I condemned what they did and everything. However, I find it extremely remarkable when I hear people express the level of outrage they express by this behavior, and the same people when it comes, look, I see
the same people have done what?
I see a person who is running for office as a member of parliament in the presence of a regional minister. Ask minors to attack military personnel and security agencies. What is the outrage that is expressed?
Okay, so what
is the outrage that is expressed?
And nothing has
at
happened
that time, we don't have a police to arrest that person. We cannot arraign that person before court. The person will not be remanded.
All right. So assuming, Randy, the reason why I say you are wrong is that you are justifying the behavior of the protesters by the remarks of somebody.
I am not.
That's what you are doing.
I am not.
That is what you. Well, if that's not what you are doing,
I am not.
Then you need to look at it.
Yeah, I'm not.
What I'm saying to you very, very clearly is that you don't commit a wrong.
Yes.
To protest a wrong.
Yes.
Yes. You don't.
Yes.
And if you do that, and then you say that you should not be arrested because you are protesting a wrong, I don't understand it.
But nobody has said
what those people did should be condemned.
Nana, even on this table, I've not heard Sami say that they shouldn't be arrested.
The comments.
I have not said that nobody should be arrested.
Okay.
I have raised issues with first of all.
You heard Sami condemn what they did. I didn't hear him. But let me go on.
Last week you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me last week.
So that's it. We should go to last week.
If
you spoke about
it's not proportional. It's not
the Ghana Armed Forces.
What does Article 296
the Ghana Armed Forces issued.
What does 296?
The Ghana Armed Forces issued a statement.
Yeah.
On the call by that member of parliament in the presence of the RECSEC chairman, the regional minister.
But all of us have condemned Galamsey.
I'm not talking about condemnation of Galamsey. I am saying that the person who's running for office as MP, in the presence of the RECSEC head, the regional minister.
So you believe that is wrong? So does that
justify?
What has
happened?
What
has happened? That conduct, the conduct of that person.
Yes. Nothing has
We won't prosecute that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
we will not prosecute that. That person cannot be remanded in custody.
Is that person before the court? Listen, is that person before the court?
He's not.
Okay.
You have refused to present him to the court.
Let's assume that person, what he said, is inappropriate, is wrong, whatever.
That's that one, let's assume.
Whatever. Does that justify what the people did?
No, it doesn't justify. I'm saying, Nana.
That's my point.
I'm saying that, Nana, I played that video here.
My point is that
your submission on this matter, your condemnation, I'm saying, your choice of words, and and your level of condemnation of the action of these guys, as against what this parliamentary candidate said in the presence of the regional minister and the actions thereof.
I condemned it. You are here.
What did you say?
No, you forgot it.
No, what did you say, Nana?
No, you forgot it. Go to your show last week. I condemned it.
This one. What did you say?
Played it. I condemned it.
So this one, the Attorney General didn't see it. The prosecution didn't see it. So, he doesn't deserve to be remanded in custody.
So does that justify? That is why you are protesting. Does that justify blocking hospitals? That's my point. Now, Samuel Kujato is saying that the fight against Galamsey, the president has failed and all of that. The president is meeting the organized labor. Yesterday they had a meeting, and I'm sure they will have several meetings and so on.
Meetings?
But why? 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 You don't like a meeting? They say they want a special court. They want a law to be repealed. When we were passing that law, where were you, Samuel Kujato? I'm very upset about that law that allows people to go to forest reserves and mine. Because when you say a reserve, it's a reserve. You can't even go and plant plantain. So how do you pass a law that allows people to go there?
Why did you present an ally? You, the executive, you, your government. Why did you present that ally? That's what you should. That's how you should.
I have said that I don't support. I've said it from day one. Every time this matter comes, I say I don't understand why we can have a law that allow people to go to forest reserve.
Don't bypass the executive. Those who initiated, cooked this, and presented it.
I have condemned
to
it.
the
She was laid as an ally.
Yes,
I have condemned that law. So anybody connected with it, I don't agree with them. I have said here.
But conveniently, you bypass your collaborators in government who created it.
When you are speaking,
and then you want to attack Parliament.
Samuel Kujato, when you are speaking, I was just
it's
watching
because, it's because you're being totally disingenuous in your submission.
But when you are being disingenuous, I didn't say anything. So, Randy, I have condemned that law. Now, the people are asking that law should be repealed. They're asking for special courts. They're asking for state of emergency. The president is talking to them. I believe that some action will follow. Because I cannot see how authorities will look on for all that is going on.
Nana, this request was made 5 weeks ago. 5 weeks ago.
It is, I agree with you that it is taking some time. But it is never too late for action to be taken. And I believe that some action will be taken. Now, this business of politicizing it and these people have failed and all of that. You know, the NDC, what is your...
The president put his presidency on the line.
What is the manifesto that I gave?
The president put his presidency on the line.
What is your take on Galamsey? Your party, what is your take on Galamsey? What is your take? I gave the document that I had. Where is it? Please give it to me. Let me see your take on Galamsey. Where is it? Where's the one I gave you?
Find it.
What do you want to find?
I wanted to see their take on Galamsey.
In their manifesto?
Yes.
Why do you want that?
And that is what is going to resolve the current
Why do you
crisis.
want that?
No, I wanted to...
We have an issue today. There's a government today. Let's deal with it.
But I've talked about, I say there's a government today,
yes,
and I believe some action has to be
So what
taken.
do you want to know?
I wanted to find their take on the matter.
How they will deal with this or what?
Look, there's a story here. Jena Napokwanjiman. What's the date of this story? September 27, Ghana Web. Says that, and she was speaking at Amenfi, that an NDC government will not impose a blanket ban on illegal mining if they win the 2024 elections. She emphasized
let me hear you. They will not
they will not impose a blanket ban
on illegal mining. How?
But, you know,
how?
Because the thing is illegal. So, look, and that they will rather teach people.
Are you quoting her?
No, I'm quoting the story.
Oh, then you can't rely on that.
We have all seen that video. That's not what she said.
Okay, what did she say?
Nana, you can't rely on that.
No, what did she say? Tell us.
She said that they were going to train the youth to do responsible mining, to do responsible legal mining.
Okay. Now there's a direct quote. Randy.
That's what she said.
Randy, now there is a direct quote in the story. She says that it makes no sense to ban Galamsey when there are no alternative livelihoods. This is a direct quote. She stated in the story. So you are not going to ban Galamsey.
So read everything fully. Why are you picking
I asked you what she said. You haven't told me.
I've told you.
What did she say?
That she is advocating responsible mining.
But
not illegal mining, not galamsey.
They are quoting her directly.
Where young people will be trained to do
She says that it makes no sense.
Appropriate mining that is responsible, that does not destroy the environment, that does not take place in forests,
so
in water bodies.
Galamsey is illegal mining.
Yes.
Okay. She says it makes no sense to ban galamsey when there are no alternative livelihoods. Look, you people, in 2016, you admitted failure in your fight against galamsey. You admitted failure. Your minister at that time, Mahama Yariga, said that the fight has failed. You people went around galamsey communities. People actually engage in galamsey, your executives, and were instigating them. So let's not politicize.
So why didn't you arrest them?
Arrest who?
Anybody who's instigating somebody to commit a crime is engaged in a crime. Why were those people not arrested?
I would be very happy if they are arrested. I don't have the power to arrest, but if those people are pulled over, I'd be very happy.
But
there they are going.
Yeah, but it must be a very irresponsible government. That will see people committing crimes.
In other words, your government is irresponsible, is incompetent, is inept.
So fine. Let's say government hasn't arrested them. Government has failed them. Let's assume. But you are going around instigating people and telling them, and they told the people, look, this man will be the one in charge of allocating land, and that we brought him here so he will know you people, and that when you vote for us, we'll make sure that you get more land so you can do your.
Then when did this occur? What you're talking
2020.
about?
Just in the last election.
So Nana, today, as we sit here and we are watching, we have seen 3 videos in the last 1 week of people. Ablakwa referred to Dr. Uefriye, who is in charge of your middle belt election at the launch of your B24 election, saying what he said.
Yeah, what's the point?
You have not spent time to analyze what he said in the way you're analyzing something that you claim was said 4 years ago.
No, Randy, you haven't been fair to me.
The Honorable Deputy Minister, hold on. Let me finish so you can, you can deal with it.
Hold on.
The Honorable Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources
said what?
I can play it back to you. What he said. No, I can play it. I don't want to misrepresent him. Okay. I can play it in the presence of Dr. Baumia. What he said.
What did
you have? Let me play it for you. That's him.
No, but I haven't seen it.
No, that's him. I can play it for that so you hear. Okay. So it's not as if I have misrepresented anybody.
Listen.
But you rather think that analyzing something that somebody said 4 years ago.
Can I finish?
Please.
Randy, I'm saying that let's not politicize it. Because once Samuel Kujeto comes here and says that these people have failed, I have already told you that it's incumbent on the current government to take action. Because you are the current government. You cannot look on. Especially with the situation with the water. There's no, in my mind, there's no 2 ways about it. But let's not politicize it.
What is the politicization?
Samuel Kujeto, you heard him. Well, unless you are not listening.
So when you have failed and everybody, the whole country sees your failure, we shouldn't talk about it.
When you politicize it, then you let some of us go to your own record.
I thought he was holding you responsible. He was holding a government, which is in charge and in power today.
You hold the
responsible.
You hold the government responsible. I am holding the government responsible.
Yes.
I'm holding the government responsible.
The same government.
But I haven't politicized
the same government that is even responsible.
For
dealing with the issues you refer to.
Yes.
If there were infractions from the other side.
Yes.
So all you are doing is actually amplifying the non-responsiveness and incompetence of the government.
So I'm amplifying the government's non-responsiveness. Fine. But I'm saying that those people responsible for those things, today they are politicizing the matter. When you go around telling people that if they voted for you, you would come and empower them to engage in galamsey. Then today you come and point fingers at some other people. That's my worry. You can make your point, call on the incumbent government to act. That's what I'm doing. That we have to act. But when you try and say that yes, they failed, they've that, I go into your own record. Because in your own record, you admitted that you have failed in the fight against Galamsey. Your government, in 2016. So don't politicize it. Don't make it NDC and PP. It is fair to call on the current government to live up to their responsibility. I don't have a problem with that call.
So how is it? How then does it move to politicization?
What Okujeto was doing, unless we are not
that
listening
referring
to
to specific examples.
What examples was he referring to?
I think that is what you said he was engaging.
He has to be balanced. That's all. You can make your point and still be balanced. That's what I'm advising you to do.
Because
your own record.
Listen,
let me finish.
Because President Akufo-Addo and opposition leader Mahama are both at the Jubilee House. They are both commanders in chief of the armed forces. NPP and DC. We are responsible.
Yes. You are not in Jubilee House. And yet you are telling
issuing directives.
Yeah, but you are
making sure that
you are not in Jubilee House.
Dealt with.
You are telling people
decisively.
You are telling people that if they voted for you, you will release them from prison, you give them amnesty. And you are telling people that if they voted for you...
Was that an official position? I have condemned that many times.
You've condemned what?
Those statements.
Which one?
What you are talking about.
John Mahama's statement.
And I've actually said that...
John Mahama's statement.
I've actually said that you...
Have you condemned John
Mahama? Mahama hasn't said these things. You are referring to that... the Kweku Boahin.
I'm referring to Kweku Boahin and John Mahama.
And I have told you, time with that number, that your government should have been competent, shouldn't have been inept and irresponsible to let people who you say were preventing you from succeeding in this fight to get away.
Let's agree that the government has been inept. But I'm saying that your government was also inept by your own admission in fighting Galamsey. So if you try to politicize it, you spoil your own case.
You are engaged in the worst politicization. You are the one politicizing.
What have I done?
We are speaking to our current reality.
Which is
the fact that as we speak, Ghana Water Company is saying that their turbidity levels have never been this bad. Never in our history.
But that is what all of us
are speaking to. Is saying that the kind of deformities they are seeing is never happened. We are speaking to current realities.
But we are all speaking to it.
And that is not politicization.
No, listen. We are all speaking to it.
You are not. You are in the past. You want to equalize. That's all you know. Equalization. Everything you must look for equalization.
So when you do politicization, and then your record is played to you, then you say it is equalization. That's what you are doing. But I'm saying to you very, very simply that you can still make your point. Without this unnecessary politicization.
Every Ghanaian knows.
Because when you
every
do that,
Ghanaian knows that every Ghanaian knows that the levels of pollution, the levels of contamination, the levels of destruction, the mass murder going on, is never happened in our history. Never.
Really?
You cannot compare what is happening today to any time in the NDC era. Every Ghanaian knows that.
I'm going to show you.
Listen to the activists. Listen to the environmental.
I'm going to show you videos from 2009. What the president at that time was saying about Galamsey and the pollution of the water bodies.
Is it when he was at
But you see, I don't want even to go there. Because as we speak today, we have an issue on our hands. The issue is that the water systems are getting more and more polluted. And even Ghana Water has come out to talk about it. And it's incumbent on the government with executive authority to deal with it.
Thank you for waking up to reality.
You see, to deal with it. But you also have a record from 2009. You see? And we should try and stay on point.
Lana, is the NDC the reason why your government has not been able to deal with this? Is the NDC the reason?
Thank you.
Listen, all the governments that have come have tried to deal with this, haven't they?
Yes.
Both NDC, both NPP.
Yes.
The situation is getting worse.
Yes.
I'm not calling on the NDC because
yes.
they are not the incumbent. I'm calling on the current government. And I've told you that I believe that something will be done. That the situation as it is cannot be left as it is. That something will be done. But otherwise, both governments have tried. and the results have not been as we want. Both governments.
So
when you come here and try to show it's only one government that...
No, but there's a government...
And try to say that government...
we are not doing... there is a government in office
today.
Who
denies that? We are dying now.
In 2018,
you say we should go
all
to
Ghanaians even agreed that our rights ought to be curtailed to fight galamsey.
Yeah.
There was a media coalition that had started a campaign against this whole thing. The president decided that he was going to make it a national thing. Every single person, even those who had made investments in mining.
So what is the point?
I'm saying never in the history of this country has the country come together to have committed such resources, to have agreed for such laws to be enacted to fight galamsey.
Yes.
Never in the history of Ghana.
Yes. So what is the point?
Have we ever embarked on that fight?
So what is the point?
And after that fight, this is what we have to show.
So your point is that?
What I'm trying to tell you is that never in the history of this country has Ghana ever embarked on a fight against illegal mining and its ravages like we did in 2018 and 2019.
Namse, so what is your point?
I am pointing out to you the monumental and colossal failure.
Okay.
That look, the resources. The next thing I'm going to do is to try and put
Billions
together
of Ghana cedis.
How much money we committed to this fight against illegal mining.
Anyway,
from the time it was done.
Let me assure you, Randy.
Billions of Ghana cedis.
Let me assure you. That
And the results we are seeing thereof.
Let me assure you that in the next few days, you will see some action being taken.
Okay.
Let me assure you. I mean, I can understand your anger. I'm equally upset. But this chap...
You are the vice chairman.
This chap, with his propaganda, you know,
that has given him cold.
This chap is also the vice chairman.
This senior chap
is also the vice chairman of the Baumia campaign. What are you doing to Dr. Ayufree? Is that the official position of your campaign?
Yes. The B24, you are vice chairman.
Did you read his script? Did you endorse that statement?
Nana, you are vice chairman also of B24.
It's all under the overall campaign. Yes.
Big man.
So he sent Dr. Ayufree to go.
I didn't send it.
Make that speech?
No, I didn't send it.
So what's the position of the campaign?
Let's bring the
if you told me, listen,
this senior chap would not be.
If you told me,
if it was an NDC statement,
if you
he will spend the next 30
and
minutes.
you see, this man, you've
do equalization.
He doesn't learn. If you told me,
if
you told me that look, what your coordinator said is not good. And so because you know the man that has issued a statement saying that when you look at the full, he said when you look at the fully, and so you're advising me to go and look at it.
So
and I can take that advice.
After a whole
and in fact, that's what I'm going to do.
Whole week, vice chairman, you are now going to this matter that has created such a national uproar. Vice chairman, you see,
even yesterday I was campaigning.
It is the
you can't do everything. So
the deficit in conduct.
It's tracking electric buses.
I take your advice. But get off the propaganda. That's all.
So that the code can leave.
Get off the propaganda.
So
the code will never leave.
Oh, are you cursing them?
But if I read how will you go?
Just quickly. Yes. The Elite Minerals Ghana Limited Company. I have their incorporation documents here. Their registration number is CS4079 32014. Original incorporation date 22nd April 2014. The minister's 2000. I challenge the lands minister to produce the incorporation documents.
Penimubia or Shagalamsi, God will kill you. I can't catch you. Yeah, may bonds me book quotation. Maybe can be been work as so dear. No book quotation. I send be a make the quotation better actually. A beer the could be a quotation would defend itself. Yeah. The Lord said, I will kill her children with death. Itigalam say for the name some penny for Ghana. And they galam say they fund the party. Nyami be kumuna.
Do you know someone who's making a difference in your community? Someone whose selfless actions and dedication to helping others deserves recognition? Then it's time to celebrate these incredible individuals on MTN Heroes of Change.
It's time to nominate those selfless individuals to win 100,000 Ghana cedis and other cash prizes and be crowned MTN Hero of Change. You can also nominate a blogger or someone in the digital space and any of the media houses to win our new category of Digital Hero and Media Hero of Change. Just fill an online nomination form at mtn.com.gh or send a WhatsApp with a 1-minute video of your nominee's project on 055-141-1122. Deadline for nominations is 18th October 2024, so don't waste time. Nominate your hero now.
MTN Heroes of Change. Be the change you wish to see.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, you get an 8K. Get up packing so you have to one lie. Hey, wait.
You can put it on his tab. This is my man.
Good luck. Hey, go bill radio. We have star 712. It's much more phone. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And I'm with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Let's choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
No, maybe a straight to option 4. Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey,
there, tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. T&Cs apply.
This year, I go vote Angaza. Even if they offer me all the watcher in Ghana. Lie, I not go mess up.
Me too. Okrowo T-Power. Gonti, buy you.
But with a shine on eyes, I hear say them they massage and change the results at the EC head office.
My people, I'm sure you are still talking about the election again. But what is the gist? I heard they're able to change the figures at the EC head office and make our vote useless. Let me assure you, even if we put your party's candidate, chairman, and general secretary as the EC chairperson and deputies, they will still not be able to steal the election for any candidate.
Sir?
The election is won or lost at the polling station, not at the EC head office. Every polling station has party agents watching like hawks. But
what about the ballot boxes? How do we know they are secure?
We treat the ballot boxes like then they carry pure gold. The ballot box is sealed with the seals of the Electoral Commission and all the political parties who choose to.
And the counting process, how do we know it's fair?
The counting is done openly for all to watch. Feely. The results go on a carbonized pink sheet. Pink sheet, no?
Yes.
The pink sheets are signed by all the agents. So we post a copy of the signed pink sheets at the polling station and also give copies to all the parties. How are the results recorded? From close to 40,000 polling stations, parties collate results from the pink sheets. Whoever gets the most votes from the pink sheets wins. Are you free? Are you fair?
So if the party fails to check the pink sheets properly,
and you
blame yourself.
Exactly. Look, the way the security services, the party agents, election observers, and even the media make wild, they watch the election inside. Nobody go fit steal this election inside. The EC, they ensure say the voting process, it be free. It be fair, where it be transparent on top. So make confident, then go and cast your vote on election day. But remember, elections are won and lost at the polling station, not at the EC head office. 2024 election process, Lord. It be clean, no kululu.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana. Time to check out what is trending on social media with Desi, the star boy. Desi.
Look.
Yes.
Good morning, and good morning to our viewers also. It's Friday. We're getting into the weekend, but of course, what is trending on social media, especially on X, as always, is the hashtag Free the Citizens, hashtag Stop Galamsey Now. The protest started yesterday, continue all through to tomorrow, and some, I mean, you see that on your screens. Yeah, so this is day 2 where they get earlier in the morning, they were in high spirits as you know, they prepared for the protest today. And there's a song that is trending. Oh, mami bako, oh, papa baby. Now they've done a remix of the song. Let's listen to it. Looks like all the vibe is on the grounds.
What were they saying?
So, like I was saying, the song, it's a viral song. It's about it was about a lady who got who had a child and couldn't find the father. And said, I don't know, papa no bebre. So they have taken to protest the Bako police bebre. And one nana Bako galamse bebre.
Nana Bako, asking the president.
Yes. Galamse bebre.
Oh, okay.
So that be the anthem for the streets.
So there's a song, there's an original song.
Yeah, there's a viral song like that.
That says, Umame Bako.
Oh, papa bebre.
Oh, like a bastard.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fight against Galamsey looks like, because there's a video where these gentlemen on site took a video of 2 military men and was saying that, oh, I'm about to chop money, Let's watch that video.
The military can track them. They can track the military personnel.
Mugu Galamsey, woman economy, already chop money, woman economy. So, our site, 2 soldier men, no already chop money, no more corner. 2 military men, must say Mugu Galamsey, woman economy, already chop money, woman economy. So, our site, 2 soldier men, no already chop money, no more corner. 2 military men, must say.
So, as to whether the fight, I say, Oma Beji chop money, no more corner. Just on baby, Oma Beji chop money, no more corner. A bad thing. I thought he mentioned the place, our site. We read that mind. I didn't exactly get the place, but we'll see how that one goes. But there's a really sad story from Kaswadok.
What happened?
Some small boy, I mean, they do the Yahoo so.
What is that?
In the chat.
What's that?
Oh, or chatted clients.
What fraud?
Fraud.
Okay.
Where I say the money come about 1.9 million cedis. And I want on best of it chase kana mobi enyebi. And on in a get pay. And late in the night, those people who felt aggrieved poured a year around the house and burnt them.
Hey.
Yeah, it happened in Kaswa. I think yesterday we did that on our news bulletin. Really, really sad thing there, Charlie. Hey, can just think about doing this. And so the young boy and his girlfriend who were in the room got burnt to death.
And the money?
I chose the money to burn.
Wow.
Yeah. Really, really sad thing. Yeah. So that'll be all, Doc. It's all been about Stop Galamsey Now protest all through. The protest continues tomorrow. Tomorrow, as people don't go work like that, I sure say like there's going to be a lot.
But you say you were going to join them. What happened?
Oh yes, Doc. Today I have like almost a packed day, but I'm hoping to find some 1-2 hours after I read the news to, join in and then come back for entertainment review. Then tomorrow we'll see what we can do. Yeah. So Stop Galamsey Now. That's what it is. Vanessa is on the ground. She will bring us more details joining the news bulletin. So do well to join us. So Doc, that's it. And happy birthday to one of our Adams viewers, Olive Flavor. Today is your birthday. Okay, actually tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. God bless you so much. Yeah. And I've seen GhanaStadium.com.
Which one is that?
We can buy tickets for Ghana's next game.
Yeah, that's how it's been for some time. Okay. They sell the electronic tickets.
Okay.
It's been like that for some time.
I've been seeing that. So guys, go grab your tickets. It's the Accra Sports Stadium next week. A week today. Yeah, we're playing against Sudan. So do well to get your tickets and go support the Black Stars. Somebody say they just sit back, wait and rep. Stop Galam saying now, but we'll see. We'll see.
We just say the Black Stars just say. Please.
On that note, that's it for the trust. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday.
I see. Keto Kreko, over to you. Consider what?
I nearly said Doc was training yesterday, but it's okay.
I'm trending. For what?
You were training yesterday.
For what?
After the
Parliamentary thing.
Yes, and after the interview of Metro Sports.
When they were grilling me, they were asking me all the difficult questions. I enjoyed it.
Great.
I enjoyed it. That's what Michael and got to say. They're doing well, and that's why people should watch Metro Sports and original sports on original 91.9 FM. Anyway, all right. So
that's it.
Go and join them. You said you will go and join.
So today when I finish the news at 1, between 1 and 3, I'll join. I'm sure by that time they would have reached around maybe from Accra to the Independence Square.
Have you discussed it with your wife?
Oh, Charlie, Doc.
Have you?
Oh, I have, but.
And did she approve of it?
She fears more, but the job is the job.
I asked because you must now know.
Yeah.
That
I discussed.
You are now you are no more in that dispensation where you just get up and decide to do what you want to do.
We talked about it. She fear.
Okay.
But we'll be there.
All right. So up next is Metro Sports.